It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, September 13th, 2023, and we are coming to you live. How is everybody doing today?
Good.
Did
anybody break yet?
Listen to me. My daughter said the greatest thing ever. So I picked her up from school, and she likes to go to Wendy's after school. And she goes, "Are you fasting?" And I go, No. I go, and she goes, "Well, you were fasting yesterday." I go, "Yeah, well, now I'm slowing." And she goes, "Slowly eating everything."
Oh, burn.
It's pretty much a little. Yeah, dude, fasting is not. It's like if you took heroin away from a heroin addict for a day and then gave it all the heroin in the world, and it did all the heroin. I did not. Do you know what I ate for dinner last night? I ate lobster. I haven't had lobster in such a long time, and I've been having a craving for it. So there's a seafood place on 41 over here, and I ordered it from there, and it was good.
Is the one right there on the water?
No, not at all.
On 41?
Yeah, on 41 on the right on the tip of the. No, it used to be up in Wesley Chapel, and then they moved it over here close to me, and it's pretty good. But I just wanted a steamed lobster. How can you mess that up? And but they sent a lobster, a dozen mussels, some clams, and some other clams, and they put in this big tray. And when I was done, there was just shells and everything everywhere. My son walks in and he goes, "Fast is over, huh?" I go, "It sure is. It sure is." So diet back, fast over, you know. So check this out. So Juliana had dance last night. So my wife takes her to dance. She's got back-to-back dance classes. So they don't get home till like 7:30. So in between classes, they'll go to like Chick-fil-A or something and get dinner. And then me and Joey are on our own. And I said to him last night, since I was going to order, I go, "Do you want like seafood or something?" He's like, yeah, let's go. So he got a lobster roll, and I got an actual like a steamed lobster with clams and stuff. The total on Uber was how much?
Okay.
Uber
He
Eats.
got a lobster roll. You got a lobster and something else. What else did you get?
I could tell you how much my thing was if you want me to tell you.
No.
Okay.
I can.
It's a lobster, and it had like a dozen clams. It was mixed clams.
Okay.
Two people.
Dinner.
He got a lobster roll, and that came with fries.
I'm gonna say it was right around 100, like 103, with taxes and tip. You're talking everything included.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 108. 108.
All right. Spanish.
$113.
Okay. Gio.
$93.
Peppy.
$98.
Carmen.
$115.
Ooh. Carmen's closest without going over.
Oh,
It was 114?
It was 150.
Oh.
It's so funny. I was saying that to my wife the other day. I looked and I was like, "Oh, I was just gonna get Panera for myself."
Yeah.
And it was a sandwich and some soup.
$12 if you go there.
Yeah, exactly. And it was going to be like $46 or something. I go, for a sandwich.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're getting it delivered, and then you got a tip, and then they put up whatever taxes and fees that they have in there. Yeah, it's
Delivery
insane.
fees.
It's insane.
They hide fees in the menu.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So,
The menus and then the service fee, you know. If for all you people who think I'm always talking about being rich and stuff, I ordered that food last night. I confidently hit the button when I bought it for $150 and change, and then went, "My wife's going to kill me
Well,
as
remember-
I hit send.
Remember, we had the people from Don Rigatonian, and they said Uber Eats takes 30%. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why well, that's why restaurants have to jack up their prices
Yeah.
on their menu, so they actually get what they would be getting at the restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a business. I mean,
There's a lot of restaurants that deliver, like pizza places, whatever, that have their own delivery people, but they'll still do Uber Eats or the other ones. But if you get it delivered from them, it's $23. If you get it from Uber Eats, it's $48. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really crazy.
So we order the food, and shortly after I order it, I get a thing that's preparing, and then it's being delivered. And I'm like, wow, that was actually really quick service, and because it's kind of like a little bit tail end of rush hour, you know. And then I get a thing that it's close, so I have to put it, let the gate know it's coming in and all that, and I'm sitting there waiting, and then usually since the pandemic, we don't have a knock thing. They just leave it at the door, and then they send you an alert when it's at the door, and I'm fine with that. And I don't need to open the door and have some psychopath come in there and tag me. So, but I have the Ring doorbell, and anytime somebody approaches my house, it goes off, and the dogs go crazy. So I got a thing, and it said, "Here's your food" with a picture of it. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I'm like, well, I didn't even hear the ring thing. The dogs didn't do anything. So I get up there and I open the door for my $200,
Lobster
order,
roll.
and I open the door and there's no food there. And I'm like, what? So I look around and I look at the picture. I'm like, that's not my door. So I call the guy, which is not easy to do on Uber Eats.
yeah.
You got to connect. It doesn't work the first time. It does.
Snoped, as Joe would say.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So my guy Hermes answers the phone. Hello. And I, by the way, this is not my bad accent. He was a Hispanic gentleman who sounded Asian. He's like, hello. And I'm like, hi, Uber Eats. Okay. And I'm like, my order from the lobster place. And because it was just like 4 minutes after they said they dropped it off. And the guy's like, what? And I'm like, are you Uber Eats? See. And I go, my food's not here. And he's like, what? And I go, Jesus. I go, comida no aquí. And he's like, no? And I go, no. And I go, is this Uber Eats? And the guy's like, see, Uber Eats. I go, my lobster. No aquí, no aquí. And he's like, ¿Cómo? And I go, I don't know, ¿Cómo? I go, I don't know what you did with it. I go, ¿Dónde está mi comida? And he's like, oh. I go, yeah. He goes, I'll be back. I said, okay. So,
Como's what?
yeah, he was confused.
What?
Yeah. So Joey was like, I'm not waiting for him. So Joey started going running around to the other houses looking for the food, and finally he found it. He found it the same time the guy pulled back in, and he was like, hey.
Then there's a news story of some kids stealing Uber
I
Eats
know,
things
dude.
off their door.
Now, do you?
Or
do
a
you-
news story of somebody getting shot
Yeah.
because they delivered to the wrong place
Yeah.
or doing, you know.
Oh, if I didn't order Uber Eats, I saw this guy creeping up to my door, or worse, taking pictures of my door. I'd
with the
run
light
back.
on. Yeah.
So do you change his tip?
How close was the food?
Next door.
Oh, no. You don't do
Made a
that.
mistake. It was like
Yeah.
I wasn't even mad at him. I was like, stupido.
If it's like a block over or something, that's,
My son came in and he goes, I have the food. I go, good. And he goes, excellent Spanish. I go, well, thank you. Thank you.
Now, I have a question for you. When you got the food, did you report on Uber Eats that you never received it to get a refund?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Listen-
no, I never
yeah.
do that either.
Well, listen, there's been plenty of times. There's been plenty of times where they've left the whole meal out, or they did not bring the food.
Yeah.
They said they brought the food, but no picture. I don't know what those people do sometimes.
Yeah.
I only had one time where I reported, but I was wrong. I mean, because a lot of times there's certain things are missing and this, that. We got Mexican food one time. My son got a quesadilla, and I go, bad news, your quesadilla is not there. And he's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, oh, sorry. If you want something else, whatever. So then I go to open up. They just had some chips in the tin, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have some chips. Open it up, eat a couple, and then underneath that was a quesadilla. And I go, oh, you can't hide it on me. You can't hide it underneath the chips.
Now, speaking of all this food, we know that everyone quit fasting yesterday except for Galvin and myself.
Oh, I think Galvin quit.
Galvin,
Mhm.
that's what I was going to ask. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you eating?
I did 48 hours. I stopped.
Okay.
So I did because I on Sunday stopped eating by 7 o'clock. So I waited
Right.
until last night, 7 o'clock, and I ate
That's really good.
because
Yeah.
yesterday when I went running, woof,
Oh, yeah.
I
I
was
can't-
like, I can't go very far.
I saw that video. I was like, what is he doing? He's like, you shouldn't work out like that when you're fasting.
yeah.
Yeah, to be safe, I didn't work out either.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
When I
That's
went running, I had the
smart.
same thing.
Yeah.
I was weaving. I was going in more into the woods and back. And,
Would it be great if you got lost on the trail because he was so weak?
but I did lose 5 pounds in
That's awesome.
48 hours. You know,
Yeah.
obviously, a meal is going to bring that back.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, no, I mean, I felt fine. And if we had money on it and everybody else was still going, I easily could have kept going.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
but I was like, yeah, all right, 48 hours.
Yeah. How you doing, Carmen?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Still no coffee, no tea, no
Stop
nothing.
it. You've not eaten nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Water. A little salt.
She's taking heavy metal baths and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, took a heavy metal bath yesterday. I did.
Why'd you have your metal bath when you play Slayer?
No, so it was like a detox bath where you use Epsom salt, Himalayan salt, and then this Indian healing clay.
And then you
And-
conjure Lemmy Kilmister.
Yep. But then you just sit in the bath for 20 to 40 minutes, and it helps remove more of the toxins because that's part of this detox. You're getting all of your toxins out. Well, a lot of them get stuck in your body because of your skin, so you got to remove them from everywhere.
Oh.
That's
So
not going to clog up the drain? Indian
Nope.
healing clay?
Nope. It like basically just turns into, because of how much water is in there and how much you put in there, it's basically just water.
Dissolves.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi. Is this Olin Plumbing, Mr. Olin? I have a ton of Indian healing clay stuck in my drain. Can you please come over and snake it?
I did so much research, and every single video or recipe that I saw, those were the 3 main ingredients in every single thing.
I gotta tell you, Carmen, I liked it better when you were dumb.
Yeah, well,
You should have
sorry.
dumped in some of your homemade detergent.
Yeah, get some
No,
borax in there.
that's-
With your
no.
clothes on, you killed 2 birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Well, so, there was one that said to put a tablespoon of borax in there, and then of course it was like, but make sure you go check out the conspiracy before you do this.
I think
don't
it's
buy
anthrax you're supposed to use.
No, no,
Any axe
borax.
will do. Borax, anthrax.
Yeah, I got to hook
Put
you up.
anthrax in there. That's a heavy metal
Oh
band.
yeah.
I don't want it. I don't want to do it.
Hey, Monday, Generation Kill is going to be here at the Orpheum. I could see if those guys could come in the bath with you.
Okay.
The heavy metal bath.
Baths with Rob Dukes.
You and Rob Dukes. There'd be beard hair everywhere, but it's good for you.
I need a much bigger bathtub if that's gonna happen.
All right.
I got to
All
hook you up with Karen's dad. He's got some of that good, some real deal magic clay.
Some of the Indian
Yeah,
magic clay.
Seriously,
Yeah.
yeah. Good stuff, yeah.
That's so funny.
Did you make
Yeah,
Chad take a bath too?
I did not make him. He actually came in and smelt my bath because I used some essential oils. I used sweet peppermint and lavender. And Chad came in and he's like, "Oh, can I take one after you?"
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
Does
"Yes."
he go live with his porn friends when he does it?
No, I don't.
Tarkov.
All right.
No, he was listening to some podcast. But so I, after I was done, I drew him a bath, and he loved it. So.
Does anybody in here, I'm not saying anybody, I know a lot of people do, but listen to podcasts when, like, Galvin, when you're not running? Like, can you lay
I
in bed
don't-
and listen to a podcast or
Yeah,
something?
no, I
I
listen.
do all
Like,
the time.
I'll listen in my car. I don't necessarily listen while I'm running. I usually listen to music. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, I'll listen to something. But I listen to my car. In fact, I started just the new season of Over My Dead Body, which is a true crime
Oh, okay.
one. Whatever. I've said a million times. Sword and Scale is great. Very, very in depth and not for the timid for
Yeah.
sure. But they've used some of our stuff, our
just-
audio on there.
I just want to be on Sword and Scale. I want to be the in-between voice guy that goes, that's when the police became suspicious.
Yeah.
Like Keith, what's his face?
That's
from,
Mike, the guy who does it. He
Yeah.
actually does that and does a really good job. Their production is done very well, and it's funny because they had they'll have like sometimes transcripts, and they'll have either the court stuff or they'll have somebody read it. And I remember one time somebody was reading it, and I'm like, I know that voice, and I was like, who is that? It was Owen Benjamin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wound up being Owen Benjamin.
That's
Read it
cool.
for some reason. Yeah, it was weird.
Owen Benjamin's confessing on there. And
Yeah.
That's when I killed the 3 Democrats.
You know what's so funny is I can tell immediately whether I'm gonna like a true crime podcast by the voice.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't listen. You can't, like, I can't watch ugly people on TV. That's why
Yeah.
Friends are so popular.
my
'cause-
God.
That's true, Carmen. Like, try to eat dinner and watch ugly people or old people. It's impossible.
Oh,
You can't enjoy good
try-
Chinese food watching old people.
I
Try
love
and eat
having
lo
dinner
mein.
with my grandparents.
Try and eat lo mein whenever you're watching My Sister's 1,000 Pounds.
Oh,
Right,
my God,
right.
yeah.
Not in the room with you. I mean, like
Oh.
like not your loved ones. And if you're watching a TV show, and I don't mean the Golden Girls either. I mean real old people like that have things on their neck and stuff. Yeah.
You know what that's from? Because I had to do the same thing when I was young. My church took me to retirement homes, and as a kid, we would have to go into retirement homes and like help out, do stuff with the old people.
Watching
and
Yeah.
me pudding.
it was traumatic when I was
Watching
a
me eat
child.
pudding is the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also I,
Smelled
lo-
and,
I love watching fat people while I eat because it makes me feel so much better about what I'm consuming. I'm like, at least I'm not that.
I
and I
don't.
can eat more.
My wife loves all those Discovery Channel or whatever that is, Lifetime. And
TLC.
TLC, yeah.
Yeah.
And then whenever we're eating and she puts that on, I'm like, "Are you doing this on purpose? I feel like you're trying to tell me something. There's no way." Galvin, you got a residual laugh out of me yesterday when you said you were watching My 1,000-Pound Sister.
Yeah. Oh no, my sister's 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough to watch. What is it called? 1,000-Pound Sisters?
It's
or?
2 sisters that are like 500 pounds each, but they both look like they have mental issues. So I can't
Yeah.
watch
Is
that
it
at
My
all.
1,000-Pound Life?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Is that? I think.
I thought it was 1,000 pounds. I thought it had
They're all
something
the
to do with
same.
sisters or whatever.
They're all should be called I can't get out of bed.
The one's so fat. She has fat features.
Yeah,
by
they
the
gave her
way.
Chinese eyes.
She's like her forehead's growing over.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people have a pot belly and it grows over their. She's got a pot belly on her forehead. And it's like,
It's weird. I don't like it because it's like watching somebody with a handicap and kind of like, and they're granted they're in a position where they're like, I want to lose weight, but then they're wailing on pancakes. But it's like watching somebody with a broken leg try to go through that. It's hard to watch. It's my wife watches it from a medical point of view, so she enjoys it. I'm like, I can't watch this. Put Dr. Pimple Popper, and I'll watch them take gross things off of dudes' faces all day long. And I don't like the squeeze and all that stuff. I kind of close my eyes. But when they walk in there with this giant growth on the side of their neck, and the guy's like, yeah, I've had this for 67 years. And she's like, when did you first notice this? And he's like, when I was 13, it was about the size of a fist.
Yeah.
And she's like, and what have doctors said before? I've never gone to a doctor.
Yeah,
And
why
I figured
would you?
now I'd check it out. There's a TV show. And then they take it off. And he's like, oh, my life is different. Well, good luck. You got 5 years left to live, you moron.
and I can't imagine they're getting more than $5,000 to be on the show. Probably
Oh,
not
no.
even.
Yeah.
Probably not even that. But
They're
who
probably
is-
getting scale. They're probably getting
Right.
a couple $100.
But who is going on that show to show the world the hand that's growing out of their neck? You
But
know what I mean?
some of them are like young girls. It'd be like a 20-year-old girl, and she's adorable. And then she takes off her back, and she's got this hump.
takes off her back.
I mean, takes off her shirt. Sorry, and she's got this hump on her back, and the doctor's like, "Oh my God, what? How long have you had this?" And she's like, "Well, it got really bad in the last year, but I've been walking around with it. I was embarrassed to tell you." And then 5 minutes later, they drain it, and it's back to normal. And the 20-year-old girl's like, "Thank God." So I think most of those people are like, "I really need help with this." And then some of the old people, though, they're like, "Yeah, you just didn't clean that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't clean that, and it grew."
Let me drain your hump.
Yeah. Oh,
So I didn't
my
tell you.
hump. My hump. My training, my hump.
I didn't tell you about this. So Joey, or maybe I told you this, but Joey over last weekend, he was at a party and around a pool, like a concrete, and he got up from his chair too quick and he bent his toe back, and the nail pulled off the top, but it was still hanging on by the bed, And he said he was bleeding and it hurt him. So I had to come home and take him to urgent care. I was in Clearwater, so I drive home, pick him up, take him to an urgent care. They looked at it and they all went, "Oh," and that's not what you want from an urgent care. And the one girl's like, "I love stuff like this." And she's like, "But that's bad." And I go,
What a
"So what do I do?"
weirdo.
And she goes, "We can't do it because there's a specific tool that you have to pull the nail out, and we don't have it here." And I go, "So is he okay till Monday or whatever?" And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Wrap it up Monday, take him to a podiatrist. They'll do it in 2 seconds." I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "But you have to get the nail off because the other nail won't grow and it'll get infected." We said, Monday comes, he's got something else. He can't do it Monday, blah, blah, blah. And so I call Paul, and Paul's like, "Yeah, bring him in." So Amanda had to bring him in because I had to take Juliana somewhere. And Paul, Dr. D, he bring him in the room. They look at it. It's still in the nail at the top is flappy, but the bottom part's still in there. And Paul's like, "Okay," he goes, "I'm going to numb it up, and then we'll remove the nail, and then we'll clean any infection or anything." And he goes, "Okay." And he goes, "Let me see it." And he gets down there, and he like kind of touched the nail, and he went, boom, and he just yanked it off. Amanda said that was the reaction of everyone in the room. She goes, everyone just went, "Oh," because he knew he could get it right there, and it would have hurt more to do it the other way, and he just pulled it really quick. Amanda said
Goddamn
he
magic
pulled it.
show.
She said he pulled it like he was starting a chainsaw. He just went boom and pulled it right off. And she said everybody did exactly what you did. And I said, "What about Joey?" And she goes, "Joey was shocked but in pain, but it was over, So now it was green looking. It was ugly.
It was get bad.
She sent me a picture of the nail on the floor, and I laughed because I thought she just sent me like the Hulk's toe or something. And she's like, "That's real." And I went, "Oh boy, yeah, you can't mess around with that stuff." So Dr. D, another. You ever see movies when they're like they go to the doctor before they get married? They're like, "Yeah, I just want to get a checkup, whatever." The doctor's like, "I've been treating you since you was a little kid." That's how Paul is. Now Paul's been treating Joey since he was 4 years old, and he had his tonsils taken out.
Right.
You
Now
let
he's
that-
ripping toenails.
If you let that go, you can lose the whole damn toe.
Yeah.
You lose the whole
yeah.
toe.
Yeah.
So
Gangrene.
the worst is Paul sent him now. We sent him yesterday. I had to take him to get x-rays because he thinks when he got up, he broke the tip of his toe. And if he did, they have to fix that with surgery or something. Like, Jesus. The worst part was I wanted to yell at him and be like, "See, you can't be drunk at party." He just like he wasn't. I was there 5 minutes. He goes, "I totally got up the wrong way and fell." And he clumsy idiot.
Yeah, that's like a lot of the soldiers would get that. They would tell them anytime they stopped to change their socks and do that stuff because you get trench foot or gangrene or all kind of.
When I was a kid, we hiked 10 miles to our campground with Boy Scouts. Except, think about this: 10 miles to the campground in Staten Island means we had to go up like 4 city streets during rush hour traffic. It was ridiculous. And then we got in the campground, and they like every 3 miles they made us stop and change our socks. I'm like, come on, it's right up the block. We know where we're going. We'll be fine.
Better save the time.
I saw a thing where a guy said he was walking some trail, and the guy had the poles that you walk with and a water pack on the back, and he's got wraps around his knees and these kind of shoes, this and that, and he goes, my four-year-old daughter did the same trail wearing flip-flops and holding the Barbie. Relax, guy.
Well, I think about it now. So everybody had those backpacks where your sleeping bag attached to the bottom. Yeah. I didn't have. My mother had no money, so we didn't have any backpacks. So my mother sold Tupperware. And Tupperware had this big giant bag.
Strap
it wasn't even a
bungee
strap.
cords.
I had to have it on my arm. I had to carry it like this with all my clothes and everything in the back and my sleeping bag. I don't know how I did that for 10 miles,
Mike Calta has the freshest clothes.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, all right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I'm sure we'll talk about it in the news, but Carmen, did you see the reformed NSYNC?
I did not. I don't have cable, so I'm not able to watch stuff like that.
What do you watch?
What year is it?
What do you mean?
What do you watch? That was my question. What do you want?
Well, yeah, we'll get on what year is it? Yeah, none of you guys have cable, by the way. I don't have
well,
cable.
we have all
but
channels.
I can still watch things.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have live; they just watch on demand.
Right. So anyway, I do Netflix, Hulu, Disney.
So do you just watch movies every night?
Movies, shows.
Like, how does Chad watch football?
Oh yeah, I always forget that we have that. We have Blaine and Ashley's Spectrum.
Well, you shouldn't probably tell everybody
Yeah.
Ooh, shut it down.
Then you do have cable because the Spectrum app is great.
I always forget that we have it.
Thank you,
honestly.
Ashley.
Yeah, well, because we watched football on Sunday too, so I just didn't even think about it.
You ever just watch Blaine and Ashley?
No.
I watched that
No.
Just asking.
Yeah. So I'm so looking forward to this weekend. I'm going fishing on Sunday morning, getting back at 12, watching. Is the Bucks game at 1? Please tell me it's at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Getting at 12, going back to the 1 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I realized something tragic last night. Aaron Rodgers was my starting quarterback for my fantasy.
Oh.
Guess who put him on IR and picked up Baker Mayfield?
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to bake, baby.
Feel the bake.
Feel the bake.
Feel the bake.
Oh, man.
I was as disappointed as every New York Jets fan yesterday when I realized that he was my quarterback, and I got crushed 89-68.
I have some interesting stuff about that with a tweet that happened before all this. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. We'll talk
Was
about
it
it.
The Simpsons saying that the Aaron Rodgers would go down?
Similar.
Close, yeah.
Really?
Similar. Yeah, we can talk about it in news. I have the actual tweet. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Did you see what Patrick Mahomes put out?
The comma means everything.
He had
Yeah,
to change it.
yeah. It said, what did it say?
It said,
I hate this guy or something.
yeah, it's like I hate this guy. It was like get well soon or
Yeah.
something.
I hate this, comma.
Yeah.
Guy, get well soon.
Yeah, but it was like, I hate this guy, comma, get well soon.
Yeah.
You put it in the wrong spot.
And then he edited. He's like, I'm glad I paid extra for that edit button.
Well,
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, let's get this show moving this morning. It's Wednesday, which means Galvin will have a brand new open letter coming up a little bit later on. We're going to try and call the Obama effer. I imagine we have not.
So he emailed me at 4:00 this morning and gave me a bunch of talking points to
Good.
give to you.
Oh, what is his name? John?
Larry.
Sinclair. Larry Sinclair.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to happen, so I didn't pay attention to it. I'm very interested to talk to him.
I told him
and
to
I
call
am
at 8.
taking it very seriously.
Yeah, I said we could call him at 8:00.
Okay, good. Well, we'll talk to Larry right after Galvin's open letter this morning, and we'll find out his. You might have heard he was on with Tucker Carlson last week. It made all the splash in the news. And then Larry was supposed to join us Monday, and he fell down the stairs. And then on Tuesday he was unavailable or something along that. But I'm glad to see we have him on today.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Let's take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell us what we have to give away, and we will play Sporcle next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the Mike
642 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Bound and now. Bound and now. I never saw Mellencamp. I think I saw him one time, and I got there late, and he only had like 3 songs left. But
Yeah, I
would
never
like
got
go.
to see him.
He was at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and I wish I would have gone to that.
Yeah.
Hope he doesn't die. Thanks.
Kenny Loggins, I believe, is this weekend at the Sound.
You know what's funny is that we interviewed Kenny Loggins, and I really enjoyed that, and I'd like to do that again one day, but I don't know if I'd want to go see him sing the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm good there. Although I am a Loggins and Messina fan. He's got a lot of good old slow Sunday depression songs.
Yeah, I love what he says about Messina now. He goes, I don't know, he's old and he's mad at me, whatever. But he was on with David Spade and Dana Carvey, Kenny Loggins was, and he was talking about different stuff, and he said him and Michael McDonald, the song they wrote together was like number 1. I think it wound up winning a Grammy and maybe an Oscar. Was it in a movie or whatever? But he goes, and then we like stayed away from each other because we're like, how are we going to top that?
Yeah.
Like everybody wanted us to write something else, and we're like, but I mean, that one won all this stuff and was like
what's
such.
the song? Do you remember?
I don't know. I'm
Joe,
trying to think.
I would go see Loggins and Messina with you only.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you.
Smile and tell me I'm the lucky one.
Joe loves a free ticket.
And we've just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son.
And then don't forget the Poison song. I remember this song from when my parents were married. This has got to be like 1973.
Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll.
I think it was This Is It. With
This is it. Okay.
Back then, there was a lot of left channel, right channel, left channel, right channel.
Yeah.
That was like the thing.
listen
Real
to
experiment.
Billy Thorpe, Children of the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
It pans back and forth, and so you're like, whoa, man.
Loggins and Messina and Dan Fogelberg are you want to lay in bed and listen to 2 old coots sing acoustic music for you on a Sunday depression? If you're gonna if I'm gonna pull a Frankie Pantangeli and open up a vein in the bathtub, Dan Fogelberg will be playing in the background for sure.
I was yacht rocking it up the other day. I had Michael McDonald. I was listening to Steely Dan. I had some Jackson Brown, like all kind of good stuff.
I rock out the yacht rock when I'm in the pool. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
appropriate.
yeah, that's
appropriate.
nice.
I even listened to a little Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace. All right, cool. We got stuff to give away, Carmen. What is that stuff?
We do. We have tickets for Lewis Black.
I like Lewis Black. He's funny, but he yells too much.
Yeah.
3 Doors Down. Ingve Malmsteen.
Very good, Carmen.
Wow, you
Yeah.
got it.
That was good.
Thank you. I was nervous about it.
He's Swedish.
And we have tickets for the very first Bone tailgate this
And
year.
it's happening on Monday Night Football on
Yeah.
the 25th.
A Bucks Eagles game.
Yeah.
Bucks Eagles at Raymond James Stadium. We'll be in our usual spot. Grill and Provisions, the brisket shop will be out there with the food. I'm very excited to go out there just for that, to eat the food. Then I'm leaving
bake.
to come home and watch the game.
Let's bake.
Let's bake. I ordered my Baker Mayfield jersey. It should be here this week.
Oh.
And I'll be out there supporting our team. Listen, I'm a big Bucks fan. If I moved here to another city to go work in Chicago, I would go to Bears games, still be a Bucks fan. I will be a Bucks fan. I'm not a Giants fan. I'm not a Jets fan. I'm a Bucks fan.
Will you no longer wear your Tom Brady jersey now that he's gone?
I will not wear it.
Yeah.
Will you
I will-
still wear your Ravens shirt? that you-
Probably. That shirt is so comfortable. I'm telling you right now, if that shirt had a patch that said I'm a fat idiot, I would still wear it. It's just so comfortable. I'll tell you what I will do this year, Galvin. I will replace I will finally take the Ravens patch off or put a Bucks patch right over it.
All right,
Just
yeah.
to calm everybody
You
down.
can just put a pat pin over it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that?
Pat pins are too small, but Gio, did you see the new ones?
No. Oh, man.
Hold on.
Oh.
You're going to love it. This is my favorite by far.
I would like
Coming
to
over, it's
add
little.
one to my collection.
Yes. I'm sorry, Gio. I dropped Pat. Is that awesome? I'll put a picture on social media of the new Pat pin. Here's the thing. The only problem with the Pat pins is distribution. Everything else we
Yeah,
have is perfect.
yeah.
If I were to sell those pins, we'd have to sell them for a price that included shipping. Next thing you know, you're paying $32 for a 2-inch pin.
Yeah.
I'd rather just give them away somewhere. So
That
we'll
one's
figure it
really
out.
good, though.
All right.
Yeah, it's
That was
Joe.
really good.
It's Kung Fu Joe. so
Yeah,
I'll
right.
show you that in the Instagram post. But
This is from his confrontation with Bruce Lee.
Yes, from when they were in the Mortal Kombat game. Yeah.
It was when he was on the set and he was a stuntman.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give some of that stuff away with a little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap, your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right. It's going to be kind of tricky today, but it's going to be a fun one, okay?
All right.
Let's have fun, guys.
Famous songs, first words. Can you name the first word that is sung in these famous songs?
Sounds fun.
Yep. It's going to be difficult. Like I said, it's going to be difficult. Not going to be easy, but
Okay.
it is going to be fun. Okay, your first song, The Joker.
I'm.
Some.
Spanish.
Some people call me Space Cowboy. Yep. I went straight to the chorus. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. Yep.
Thanks for running us through your process.
Oh, nobody's ever talked after a point? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know how the game was played. Continue.
Next, Stairway to Heaven.
There's.
Galvin. Superstition.
Very.
Spanish. Maggie May.
Wake up.
Wake.
Wake.
I will give it to my.
Well, I still said wake anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I am only looking for the first word.
All right.
You already know. Gio's going to complain about it.
We all get 2 guesses.
Mike gets the point.
I
Your
didn't know.
next-
Are we talking after points or not?
Oh, God.
This is fun.
Yeah.
You're right.
Having a good time.
I hate it here.
Having a good time.
A whiter shade of pale.
The
We.
Mike. With a little help from my friends.
What?
Mike. YMCA.
young man. Young man. Right? No? Okay.
Young.
Young is all I needed. And you stopped talking. Gio, I'm giving it to Gio, but
He said young, though.
He did.
All right,
that's
so
it.
we're not
Yeah.
doing the first word. We can just do the entire song. All right.
No, I'm
that's the rules now.
You
I
have
gave
to
it
sing
to
it.
No, I need only the first word.
I know, but you. All right.
I gave it to
Made
Mike for
that
the last
clear.
one.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I shouldn't have.
I think
Gio
you're,
gets the point.
I think you're doing a great job, Carmen.
I hate you, Gio. You are the absolute worst.
I
You're the reason.
compliment you.
No, you're the reason why this happens. You suck. Next one.
Wow.
Great balls of fire.
Goodness.
She.
You.
You. Spanish. Close to you.
Why?
Mike. Bridge over troubled water. Bridge over troubled water.
Who?
Some.
The.
I don't
When?
Watch it.
When you're down.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Next. Wish you were here.
Mama.
I wish we can kill the music in the background.
Hello.
Wish you were here.
Wish you were here.
Time.
I was looking for so. S-O.
So.
Next.
It's like walking by a homeless guy who's just mumbling in the corner.
Sweet child, oh mine.
She.
Mike. No.
She.
She
She's.
is what I need. No, she.
I said she.
Yeah.
She's.
But
yeah,
I
you
said
put an S.
she. I
That's not
said
right.
she first.
No, you continued with an S at the end.
By the
That's
way,
not right.
how could that be the word? She's got a smile. Not
She's
she got a smile.
She got a smile.
This is ridiculous.
What's on the paper is
I'm gonna
she.
I'm gonna go for a vote on this one.
Go for it.
Okay, Gio.
Galvin.
What? Forget it. I'll just take it. I'll take the loss. Go.
See, Gio sucks, right?
When I saw
Calvin
nobody else is voting,
Thank you, Gio.
gets
I
the
mean,
point.
we go by what's on the paper.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said the word. I said she. You just did the same thing 2 things
No,
ago.
he said a second word. He
Yeah.
said a different word. You said a different word. You said she's. not she.
Okay.
Eye of the Tiger,
Rising.
Galvin.
Or is it rising?
My Generation,
People.
Mike, and Pap Pap. We are halfway there.
Good thing we don't have knives in this room.
This is fun.
This is a lot.
Okay, you know what? I take it
Fun
back.
one.
This one sucks.
This is a lot of fun.
I hate it here.
Gio is on the board. He has a single point. Spanish and Galvin tied with 3, and Michael is your leader only by 2. He's got 5.
Only by 2. 2 solid ones.
Exciting.
3.
Almost double.
All right. Famous songs, first words. Your next one. Like a Rolling Stone.
Papa.
Mama.
Like a Rolling Stone. The first word of that song. Once is what I was looking for. Hotel California.
On.
Mike. Sorry, excuse me. Losing My Religion.
What?
Were you asking
No,
me
no, I
again?
was-
Okay, that was your guess?
Guessing, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
no.
sorry.
No, I was confused. Losing My Religion.
My? How does that go?
I know, it's the music. Killing it. Would everybody be comfortable with us shutting the music? Is
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
that okay? Everybody? Galvin?
Yeah.
Okay, Carmen, kill the music.
Music is off.
Life. I get it. Now.
Are you sure?
Oh, good.
All right. Your next one. The Bare Necessities.
You.
That.
V.
Okay. Nope, sorry.
Bear.
No.
Well.
Nobody knows.
No. I was looking for look.
Book?
Look.
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 All right.
American Pie.
My.
Long.
A.
Hey. Galvin.
Can I have the music back, please?
California Dreamin'.
All.
Mike. My Way.
Now.
Regrets.
And
And now.
yeah.
Gio.
Oh, that was the Limp Bizkit song?
Good Riddance. Looking for the first word of the song. Good Riddance.
I know that. Damn it.
Another is what I was looking for. Rivers of Babylon.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
All right. No. By. B-Y.
Yeah.
Good.
Wild Horses.
All?
Goodbye.
Wild.
She.
No, I was looking for childhood.
We were close.
Wildhood.
No. Johnny Be Good.
She.
Way. Way.
Along.
Johnny
Sidearm.
Be Good. No, I was looking for deep.
Deep.
Deep. Yes, yes.
Deep?
Yeah. Deep down along the whatever evergreens or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Joe. Your next one. Candle in the Wind. Candle in the Wind.
She.
That was already an answer, Gio. It's not going to be
Goodbye.
another one. Oh, sorry. Mike, yes, goodbye is correct.
I didn't know we were going to answer once.
You're an idiot. Your next one. Like a Virgin.
Like.
I.
Mike. I will always love you.
And.
If.
If Mike. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is.
Gio. Nothing compares to you.
Nothing.
It's.
It's Mike
I don't
and
know
Pat
any
Pat
lyrics.
and Pat Pap. We're on the last three.
Gio and Spanish both have 3 points apiece. Galvin has 4, and Michael is way out front. He has 11.
All right, last 3 famous songs, first words. Here we go. Don't Stop Believin'.
Just.
Gio. Always on My Mind.
Always.
You.
Always on My Mind.
Tell.
I got nothing.
Maybe is what I was looking for. And your last one. The Time of My Life.
Now,
Mike.
okay, give me, what was the American Pie one?
A.
And I said, yeah, and
You
I
said
said
long.
long. I just want to hear it. I'm confused. This is
Like, oh, the word.
A
Yeah.
long time ago.
When I can still remember.
what was it, Don? What was it?
Don?
A long time ago.
I got to hear it. Everybody be quiet. I just want to hear it.
A long
And what was the other one? There was another one that we had a controversy on.
The She.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got a smile.
Right.
Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of
Oh,
Mine.
mine.
Right. I don't even understand. It wouldn't even be proper English to do the other thing.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
You guys know how Guns N' Roses are known for
Grammar.
proper
All right.
English.
All right, be quiet. Here we go.
It's She Got a Smile.
It's
She's got a
written,
smile.
she's got a smile.
Yeah. That's right. Doesn't matter. I was just curious. Anyway, how many is that in a row? 12?
Close.
2 in a row?
That is 1 in a row.
Oh,
Galvin
I didn't
won
win this?
yesterday.
Yeah, I
No.
won yesterday.
So, okay, so it's 1 in a row, but I'm still a champion, so let's
Correct.
get some.
Promises, 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 promises. I'm gonna fast for 3 days in a row. Promises, 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 promises. I'm back on my diet, so everything's good. Promises, 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 promises.
He will invite you out, but will he go, yes?
Promises, 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 promises.
Never going to Pearl Jam ever again.
Promises, 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 promises. 1, 2, 3, Oktoberfest.
I hope I win every day. These are great. These are awesome. This is my favorite one ever.
Big finish.
All right. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, the future is now swift pounding, and I hope you feel good, Mike.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What did I do?
You know.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Brutal.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
How do you show your face?
Heart disease and cancer are silent killers, but you can get scanned and give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve by getting in touch with Lifeguard Imaging. Go to lifeguardimaging.com. All right, before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Super Heat and Air. Hang on one second. Super Heat and Air, there you go. You can simply find them online at superheatandair.com, and you always hear me tell you how cold I like to keep it in the studio and in the house, and Super Heat and Air makes that all possible. If you're not getting the cold that you deserve in your home, you may just need a tune-up. You may just need them to come on out and do a tune-up and a checkup for you on your system to make sure it's pumping right. You can get an $89 AC tune-up. That's a 35-point AC maintenance special. The normal price is $129. They'll come out there and they'll take care of that for you. And, of course, if you need a new unit, they do that as well with no interest and no payments for 18 months. Give them a call today at 813-981-7834. That's 813-981-7834 or superheatandair.com. And you can actually schedule it right there online at their website. And don't forget, the winter is right around the corner. And I know that doesn't mean a lot for us as far as heat, but there are going to be days where it's going to be freezing in your home. If you haven't had your heating system checked out, when you turn it on, the old dust and stuff that gathered there for the last 10 months, it burns off, and it makes it smell like your whole house is burning. I know, because I had 18 firemen in my house last year because I'm the idiot telling you to do it and never did it for myself. But bet that I'll be doing it this year by having them come out and make sure that my unit's ready for the winter sometime around November. Go to superheatandair.com and schedule online today. Galvin, as your news, we'll do it next on 102.5 The Bone. 7:12 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. I love this. This is Cheap Trick. Newer Cheap Trick. As you know, Jimmy Buffett passed away, and Jimmy Buffett meant a lot to a lot of people. And this weekend, they're doing a night of unforgettable music and good vibes as 102.5 The Bone and Landshark Lager present a tribute to Jimmy Buffett Saturday, September 16th at Janice Live. You'll be able to go out there, sing along with the Landsharks band live. That's the original and official Jimmy Buffett tribute band that's endorsed by Jimmy Buffett. You'll have, of course, ice cold Landshark Lager, a toast to Jimmy. It's a free event. Everybody's invited. Gates open at 7 o'clock. It's Janice Live on Saturday. Free for everybody. Thanks to the folks at Landshark Lager. And go check out the official band, the official cover band of Jimmy Buffett to celebrate and have a nice toast for him and his career and what he meant to you this Saturday at Janice Live in St. Petersburg. On Saturday, what am I doing on Saturday? I don't know, but on Friday, I am, this is not, no, don't put this in promises, but I'm officially going to see Steve-O Friday at the Mahaffey Theater.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. I go, hey, do you need to call in or anything today? He goes, nah, bro, it's almost sold out. I was like, cool. And he's like, I'd love to do it if I didn't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I go, I get it. So Steve-O, don't forget, this Friday at the Mahaffey Theater. If you haven't seen his live show, then you're like, what could that guy do? He just usually hurts himself. He's great. He shows video. There's stuff that they were never allowed to show on TV, and he's such a lovable guy when he talks, and it's fun to watch him do that. So
I told you we had him years ago at the club that I used to work at during spring break, during his heyday,
Right.
during his wild
Drug days.
before sober Steve-O, and he was wild. It was crazy the stuff that he did. There was one where he had a guy come up and drink a beer with him. That's not beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
The guy didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, how are you not dead?
I paid for this?
He used to staple like the dollar bills to his chest with the staple gun.
Yeah.
He'd balance a ladder on his face. He was squirting limes in his eyes. I mean,
Yeah.
he was doing all kind of.
Well, he went to that clown college in Sarasota so he can do the ladder
Yeah.
stuff and he can do a lot of real tricks, circus stuff. I don't know. I just enjoy watching him like sober now. Look at some of the stuff he did before, and even he's like, eee.
His podcast is really good. As like a
he's-
host, like interviewing people, he's actually really good at
The
it.
two guys I never thought would have good podcasts
Yeah.
were Bert and Steve-O. But I told Bert interviewed Bobby Flay one time, and Bobby Flay's a big deal. And he interviewed him, and he wasn't like, oh, okay, so tell me how you make a burrito. You know, he was like, he got a great story out of Bobby Flay about how they wanted him to open up a restaurant in the Bahamas inside of, what's the big casino there? I mean, the
Atlantis?
Big, Atlantis. And he's like, and I didn't want to do that. He goes, I didn't want to have to travel back and forth. I didn't want to, he goes, and then they invited me and my family to come stay there and see the resort and all that stuff. And he goes, now I come, I got young kids, they're on the water slides, my wife's out by the pool, and my family's like, you got to open it. He goes, they got me good. But he never told that story before. Bert got it out of him, and it was really good. And I thought Bert has come such a long way. Steve-O, you just expect him to be like, yeah, dude, tell me about the time we stapled each other's nipples together. And he's not. I mean, his interview with Aaron Carter was great.
Yeah.
And then he, because of his name recognition and the people that he knows, he's able to get on really big guests. And the fact that they do it in that van and drive around is
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah. I love Steve-O. He's one of the most genuine guys you'll ever meet. And I'm looking forward to seeing him on Friday. You know I wouldn't stand him up.
I know.
Promises.
I'm going to see Steve-O. I fell asleep early.
I'll give you the key there. Where I'm going to see Steve-O. I'm taking my son.
Promises. It turns out my son took his friend instead of me because I fell asleep early.
Promises. No, never know. We'll see. No, I'm going Friday, and I'm going fishing Sunday. So I got a good weekend.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You guys want to go fishing?
I would love to go fishing
Come
in all
fishing?
seriousness.
No.
Can we really?
Of course. It's a party boat. Anybody can go.
I gotta be honest. Listen, I haven't been fishing. I don't know. I used to go fishing all the time though, but I'm more of a lake pond fisher.
Oh, I love going
I do
out.
love that too. Like when I lived in Land O'Lakes, I had that big dock going out there. I literally live 2 houses away from it, and I used to drive my golf cart over there because I could put all my fishing poles in the back and just drive over the trail. Also, I was afraid of alligators because it was a long path through the woods to get there.
We had a place that we called Hidden Lake. Very good because it was hidden. But it was you went down this one road, went down like a dirt road, and then you had to go up over a hill, and there was the lake. And like you would never know it was there unless you went and found it somehow, whatever. But if you're driving by, you're not going to see it. You have to go way back there. You have to go over a
It's like
hill
it was
to find
hidden.
and do it. Hidden Lake. It was great. We fished there all the time. Guess who found it? My father.
Oh.
What was he doing out
of course, because I know what he was doing out there.
Well,
He had
yeah.
other hidden stuff out
Yeah,
there.
got to get the files and
Weapons and all that stuff.
there? Yeah, the
It's not-
schematics.
Yeah,
He knew what was
100%.
going on. It was great, though. We used to catch all kind of stuff out there,
Yeah,
man.
I love fishing. Fishing is a blast.
Yeah.
I used to in Wilderness Lake. It's built on this giant lake out there, right? And the clubhouse was made by the people who did Fort Wilderness in Disney, and you could see it from when you get there. It just looks awesome. And they have this massive lake. So where I lived is completely on the other side, and they had this little dock that you'd walk out on over the alligators and all that stuff. And then there was a little pier at the end, and you can hang out there and fish. People did little barbecues out there. And I would never catch anything. And then I went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I go, I live on a lake, and I want to lake fish. And the guy goes, you need this, this, and this. And went home that day, fish.
Right?
You just got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to ask somebody, and you got to know what you're doing. So Charlie Belcher this morning looks like he's at a circus, maybe at Feld. Feld or
We don't
Col-
know because they don't put up the name on where he's
Yeah.
at. Charlie's World at this
We
place.
do more for Charlie's World
Yeah.
than Fox 13 does. It's the truth. But it's the Ringling Circus, and the Ringling Circus is making a comeback without the animals. Does anybody care? Like, to me, the circus was never about the animals. I mean, obviously, the elephants look cool looking, and the guy who does the tigers. But what are you wishing for? You're just hoping that the tiger eats the guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Gunther Gable Williams was the last guy to really wrangle a tiger where you got excited about it. Other than that, you were just some German dude yelling at the tiger in German. You know?
I do miss the bear riding the tricycle.
Me too. That was a blast.
They staple his
They
feet.
They nail his feet.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't.
good.
He's not riding it. He's trying to get away.
That was always fun to see.
His feet
Yeah.
are nailed to the pedals.
Yeah,
I
we
did
can't
see
all be
it.
winners.
When I was a kid, I went to a circus, which used to be in Orlando, like one of the theme parks,
Yeah.
and they had a kangaroo that would box people.
What?
Yeah, not you people, like he would box the trainers.
Circus World, right?
Was it Circus World?
Yeah.
Circus is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. Circus World. And the kangaroo would box the trainer, and the kangaroo really boxed. It was great to watch. But
Awesome.
yeah. Anyway, I'm all for the circus and Ringling Brothers. I don't really care about the animals. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Well, did you see what they're doing now? Instead of
No.
having live animals, they're doing holograms at the circus.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, just do the tightrope,
Yeah.
do the flips, and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
'Cause
that little-
anytime the animals came out, you were like, I feel bad for these
You get them
animals.
little Chinese guys to do backflips off
yeah.
the high. That's what I want to see.
Or do the pole where they're going
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and forth
Yeah.
like that.
Or the
Yeah.
guy who rides a motorcycle inside
Yeah.
the wall
Oh,
of death.
yeah. That's great.
Or the big guy, little guy holding each other up, crazy feats of strength.
See, I'll tell you this, and they probably don't want to do it because what a pussy society we live in today. But forget the animals, bring in the weirdos.
Yeah.
The weirdos,
I would love
what
that.
what
Freaks.
Ringling
Yes,
started it out with. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to see.
Bring in the freak.
Yeah.
Go old school P.T. Barnum and bring
Oh,
me
yeah.
out some twin-headed midgets
Yeah.
and some unicorns and a couple
Spider
of
lady.
Yeah.
When they would shoot the people out of the big cannon, that was always kind of
dude,
cool.
Of
Yeah.
course.
That
But
was
the
great.
circus was never about the animals to me. It smelled bad. All you smell was elephant poop. Like in New York, when the circus came to Madison Square Garden, you can go and you could see the elephants and you could pet them and stuff. That was cool when I was a kid. Elephants are majestic animals. And unless you go to Africa, you're probably not going to see one. So it was kind of cool to get to see. But I could live without it. The rest of the stuff, I want to see trapeze people and I want to see clowns.
Listen,
It's the only time clowns are acceptable or at a circus.
I know that in today's society we shouldn't have animals being abused at the circus. But when I was a kid,
And that's you're saying that they are abused,
Right,
You
the
don't
ones that
know
are,
that. You're
yeah.
just assuming. But most people got mad that they just didn't want animals
Yeah.
there in general. You know.
But I remember, like you said, being a kid going to the swap shop, they had an elephant there, and that's the only time would have ever been able to see an elephant. Like you
that
said, a
one might have
tiger.
been abused.
Yeah, probably.
One of the
Most likely,
swabs
but-
out.
You could
But,
go
yeah.
to an elephant sanctuary.
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, you're right. But
Yeah,
but
they
it's
went
like,
to one here.
Yeah. They did a trip.
yeah,
Mayaka.
Listen to me. There is a giraffe place up here, and a place that has animals, giraffes and all kinds of stuff in Dade City, and it is awesome. The meanest lady in the world runs that place, but it is awesome.
Is where you drive through in
You
your
drive
car?
through.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I went up there during the pandemic, right? Because it was a drive-through thing that you could do. and took the kids up there. It is deep in the woods. So even your GPS is like, we're not exactly sure where we're going right now. So we got there 10 minutes late, and we get to the gate, and the gate's closed, and it says close on it. We're like, what happened here? And then all of a sudden, some guy came riding by on a tractor, and he got on the radio, and some lady came out, and she's like, can I help you? And we're like, yeah, we had an appointment. She goes, no, you didn't. And I go, we did? We have it on paper. Like that, right out of the gate. And she goes, that was for 3 o'clock. And I go, it's 3:08. And she goes, yeah, well, our time's valuable too. I'm like, hey, lady, it's my first time here. I came and I followed the directions and it wasn't. And she's like, well, that's not our problem. You should prepare better and leave. She's yelling at me. And I looked at my wife, and my wife goes, please let the kids see the animals. And I was like, because I was just, she saw me just gearing up, and I looked at her, and I, okay, I go, so what do we do? We're done? And she goes, well, I'll ask him if he'll take you guys around, and if he doesn't want to, that's on you. And I was like, I looked at her, and she was like, okay, thank you. And I just waited, and I rolled the window down, and Amanda goes, you're right, she's wrong, but for the kid's sake, let I go, okay. And the kid was totally cool. He's like, yeah, I'll take him. And he took us around, and they do it on a radio speaker, but it comes up on the frequency in your car, so you could listen to him as he's talking. It was pretty amazing. Other than that mean-ass lady that runs the place, that when we got home, it was up on the computer where we had looked it up to go, and all the reviews said the same thing. The woman that runs is a psychopath. The woman is mean. Because I asked the guy, I gave the guy a tip at the end. I go, hey, what's up with that broad? He goes, he just shook it off like he knew.
You know what's the problem is people that deal with animals like that can't deal with people. Like I don't know whether it's chicken or the egg. I don't know whether they can't deal with people, so they deal with the animals, or they deal with the animals so much that they can't deal with people. But it seems like people that are really into animals are like, yeah, you know.
I get that, but so like in this situation, she was also right. Her time is valuable, and I respect that. But if I got there at 3:30 and I was like, open the gate, bitch, it'd be different. I was like, I'm sorry, we were a little bit lost. And then
but she also could have said, I'm sorry, it's 3:08. I'm gonna have to check and see if they can do it, whatever.
Or she didn't have to be apologetic. She could just been factual and be like, well, we shut it down at 3 because you weren't here.
Right.
Instead, she was yelling at me like she was my mother, and my mother never even yelled at me like that. So I was ready to I was like, listen, I'm gonna bust this gate open. I'm gonna run your giraffes over because I'm getting mad now. But no, of course not. And I would recommend that other people go check it out.
Just get there on time.
Well, you know what I want to go to is the wolf sanctuary.
Where is that?
There's one up in Chipley, up like near Panama City area, whatever. Because wolves in person are huge.
No, they freak me out.
Are they really like in that movie with Liam Neeson?
Yeah,
they're
like compared to dogs.
Yeah,
they're insane.
They're like the size of a pony.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, I like them when they play basketball in high school. That's my favorite kind of wolf.
That's a different wolf.
sorry.
Like the ones that go after werewolves or damn it, vampires. I know.
Because everybody knows that wolves are good at basketball. It makes perfect sense. Don't question it.
They have that video of that giant wolf that's at like a wolf sanctuary that the first time I saw it, I thought it was an animatronic wolf because it was like moving so weird.
So big.
Yeah.
It's real.
I think that's actually here in Florida in one of the ones, whatever. Yeah, so somebody had it and they were like, this dog is getting really big. And that's not, it was part Malamute or Husky or something, whatever, but it was mostly a wolf. Yeah, and it was giant.
I don't like it.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I do not like it.
It's wild because the girl is like sitting it's in front of her.
I've seen the picture.
Huge.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake too.
Right.
No, that's real. That's real.
You know what's weird is like, where are they?
Right.
Like, where are they in the real world?
I don't know.
If I ever saw one of those, I'd think an alien wolf. It was here.
For sure up in Alaska, like where
Montana,
Pacific Northwest. You know, like where are wolves?
I saw a coyote off Aaron Cutoff, and I thought it was a wolf.
So Alaska, northern Michigan, Wisconsin, Montana. Yeah, places that have a lot of land. Yellowstone area, Wyoming and stuff. Yeah.
I would shoot a coyote if I saw it. Like if I was in my backyard and I saw a coyote, I would take a shot from upstairs.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're big too, man.
No, but coyotes are here to
coyotes
kill.
look like sick dogs.
Yeah,
they're all like ratty and
Coyotes are here to kill, like to hurt my turtle and all that. So.
They'll take a deer apart pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, whenever I pulled in your driveway, 2 giant deers were in your front yard and went running across. And I know it's just a deer, but it's still, you go, whoa! Like, what was that, Bigfoot? What was that?
Nothing was better than when I lived in Land O'Lakes and I came home on Christmas Eve and there were 5 deer in my yard.
cool.
I looked at Juliana and I was like, I think Santa might be here.
It's a Christmas
crazy.
miracle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:27. Let's check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, Galvin.
Yeah?
Before you get into the news,
Oh,
can we talk about some drama
with your mama?
with your mama? I don't know.
With Obama?
I actually saw about this online. What happened on Roger and JP show yesterday?
Oh,
Let me guess. Everybody hates Monica.
I heard it and live, and I couldn't tell what was real and what was not real.
We are not ones to fake arguments on this show. The few times that Galvin and I have yelled at each other on the show is real. A lot of times we yell at Joe on the show is real. Fortunately for us, we all get along. We're all friends. So Galvin and I have never had a fight that lasted more than 3 minutes, and then afterwards we're like, all right, we're cool, you know. But I don't think Roger and JP are fakers either. You know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
I don't think that they're like, today we're going to yell at Monica, and then you get mad. And obviously it's been boiling up.
Yeah,
Monica,
it seems to me that tensions are very high.
Well, it always
On that
seems,
show.
I got to tell you, it always seems like Monica and JP butt heads.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It seems like
Yeah.
Brett and Roger and all them are kind of
roll with it a little.
Yeah, roll with it. You know, even there's sometimes where JP will like, I don't think so, Roger, and Roger's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it just keeps going.
Well,
Whatever.
they're lovers.
Yeah, yeah. So they don't want to
Is it
quarrel.
do they have their political views are so far?
I would
Yes.
imagine
Apart.
that has a lot to do with it.
100%.
They're just
but-
But
completely
you know what,
opposite.
Gio?
Yeah,
Our
but-
political views are
yeah.
usually far apart, and I respect your view, and I always know that I'm not necessarily always right. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't.
Yeah.
Gio's
Right.
always wrong.
Right. Well, that might be true, and I might feel that way deep down in my heart. But still,
Yeah.
he's got to be able to have his opinion. You know what I mean?
You guys are mean.
So my biggest problem with Monica, and I'm not afraid to say this, I only have one huge problem with Monica, and that nobody refuses to acknowledge that her microphone is too low. Other than that,
Yeah.
everything else is fine.
My only problem with Monica is that she thinks Josh Allen's a good quarterback. I find that offensive.
You got to realize that most shows you need to hate somebody on the show. We hate Spanish.
Yep. Thank you.
And you
feel like
can't
we hate
love
Joe.
everybody.
No.
Well,
You
it's-
hate Joe.
Yeah, it's just you.
I love Joe.
They're interchangeable.
Aw.
I love Joe. Carmen was fun to make fun of when she was stupid, but now she's got a college degree and
There goes
she's a
that.
Take a heavy
solid
metal bath.
heavy metal
Yeah.
bad, solid relationship. Like there's
Getting
nothing for us to
out.
make fun of anymore. So we just all hate Spanish. So that works out. 'Cause
Let's
the
go through the
audience does
shows.
too.
Who do they hate on the different shows? So we hate Spanish on this show.
Yep.
They hate Monica on Roger and JP. Who do they hate on Drew and John?
Drew.
Drew. And then Mo and Spike.
Spike.
And JR.
Yeah,
they hate, everybody
Spike,
hates Spike.
I hate JR, but everybody else hates Spike.
And
Yeah.
then
Spike
Johnny,
is hated?
Johnny B and Will.
I don't know whether anybody hates Johnny B and Will. I don't. There's
Spike
only
hates
two
Will.
of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, they're hated.
Oh.
Spike hates Johnny too.
You hate Will?
No, I actually like Will. I like
Yeah, I
Will and
like
Johnny.
Will, too.
Yeah, Johnny
Will
hates
texted
Mo,
me.
right? Mo and Johnny don't get along. You
No.
used to work with them, and they
Yeah.
used to fight all the
You
time.
want to talk about tensions being high?
Oh.
What did you say, Carmen? Who texted you?
I was gonna say yesterday, Will actually texted me and was like, "Hey, stay strong with your fast. I know everyone quit. You're doing great." I guess him and Johnny and Will are doing the 36-hour monk fast, where every week
They just
you-
eat monkeys.
No,
Oh.
every week you fast for 36 hours,
Oh,
whether it's at
nice.
the beginning or the end. But they've been doing it for like 6 weeks, both of them. I guess.
I'm
The
not
only thing I
impressed.
want to do that a monk does is wear that cool brown robe.
Yeah,
That's it.
super awesome.
Johnny B lost a bunch of weight, so whatever
Yeah.
he's doing. But why?
He
Will,
looks great.
Why is Will not texting me? How
I
dare
know.
you, Will?
He doesn't like us
Hey,
anymore.
Will,
Stay
honestly,
strong.
He
don't-
knew you did.
For the
it.
record,
Oh.
don't ever text me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just keep it at that.
So he texts her, those guys are so mean. to me.
Yeah.
I'm on your side.
Slide into your
Show,
DMs.
show me your boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
Did the fast make your boobs get any bigger or smaller? If you want to send
I
me
can
pictures, I'll
check
tell
and
you.
see,
Yeah.
Don't listen to those jerks. I agree with you.
Yeah. Hey, Carmen, by the way, when is Chad going to be tarking off? I want to join him later.
Well, all right. So we realize that it's Spanish, Monica, Drew, Spike, and that's it. Nobody hates Will or Johnny.
They're both hated equally, I guess, on Will and Johnny.
Mo gets a lot of hate too.
Yeah, on that Bone Fam
Oh,
page.
it's Mo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so sorry,
it's a lot
Spike.
of Mo.
We'll drop Spike and we'll put Mo back in there. So it's Spanish, Monica, Drew, and Mo.
I'm in good company.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
put,
the
that,
Legion.
put that on the weekends.
The Legion of Douche. That's all. That's all you guys. You're the bad super friends.
Oh
the Legion of Douche.
Every week, the listeners vote for one person,
Oh,
the douchiest person, and that person has to do the show.
I will tell you, I like Monica way better than Brett and way better than JP.
Yeah,
So I'm
you're
just
always
telling you
talking
right
trash about
now.
Brett.
I like Roger and I like Monica. I love anybody who stirs the pot, and Monica. The fact that the minute she talks, people lose their mind on social media makes me so happy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have audio from this show. Let's play a little of this.
And then on Sunday, he's in Djokovic's box at the U.S. Open, like very visible 2 days in a row. Hey, he took Monday off, and now here he is on The View.
Rubbing Joy Behar's feet.
Was Matthew McConaughey?
God.
Why is that?
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh God, I would take that.
I hate her
rep.
so much.
Why
Oh,
do
I
you
hate
hate her?
her
Because
so
she
much.
talks
So
and
that
she's a
can-
woman. Oh my God.
And she has an opinion.
Hold on, Roger. Monica,
An opinion.
that's crap, and you know it, because you talk all goddamn day
And
on
you
the
hate
show.
me, so-
I don't hate you, but I hate when you do that. That. I hate when you do that.
It is okay. Then I hate the vibe that you.
I
give
don't
to-
care.
Oh, then I
I
don't care.
don't care.
I'm
You
just
know
saying-
what? I knew this was going to happen today.
Why?
Because I just knew it. I knew it because I'm getting to the point where I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm getting to the point because it's just, I'm sitting here and I'm talking with Raj and we're doing this whole thing, and it's got to be, why? Because she speaks? No, I can't stand her and her politics.
I'm going to tell you right now. I didn't hear this. I'm hearing this now. If JP's faking
No
that,
way.
he's the greatest
I
actor
can
in
hear
the
it in
world.
his voice,
You can hear him like breaking. Like
yeah.
that's not set up. Oh, we're gonna make fun of each other and this and that. You can tell the frustration in his voice where he said, "I'm getting to the point where I don't want to do this anymore." For him to even say that out
Yeah.
loud
Yeah.
would take a lot. I would.
And
imagine.
also, we all hate Joy Behar.
Yo,
Whoopi
yeah.
Goldberg and Joy Behar are just two of the worst.
By the
people
way,
ever.
also Monica nailed it. I hate Joy Behar because she's a woman and she talks.
Wait a minute.
And everything she stands for. That's why.
All right. I apologize. I didn't realize you were that upset about it.
I'm so done with this. I'm so done.
She was just joking.
It doesn't
I really
matter.
was. I thought it would, but that's cool. I apologize if it upset you. I did not know.
Okay, so right away,
Did Roger give it a
He did.
right away, Monica apologized. She was like, "Look, I clearly went over the line. I apologize."
Yeah.
That happens when you have a free-form talk show.
And I also feel like maybe JP was having like a bad day because he even said like, I knew this was gonna happen today,
Because-
or like
because-
he knew
Yeah.
he was in a mood, so like anything was gonna trigger him.
Or has it been going on for a while? He hasn't said anything. We're all just guessing here. Whatever. He hasn't said anything, and then it bubbled over because he said, "I'm getting to the point where I don't want to do this anymore."
But he always calls her out. Like they always argue. Like we just talked about that. How
Yeah.
they always butt heads because their political views and everything like that. Like they always go back and forth with one another. So I think maybe he was just having a bad day himself, and that he was going to be easily triggered.
There's no way it's Monica's fault.
No.
No, definitely
No.
not. You can't say that
she's
anymore.
a lady and she talks.
Yeah.
Well, because of what she said, like it'd be like it wasn't directed at JP.
Wait, hey, what?
Yeah, it was.
Real
Yeah, it
quick,
was.
real
but
quick,
not
Carmen.
personal.
What is the show? What is this show?
This show,
No,
the
the
one
show where they were
that
listening to.
Roger and JP.
Yeah,
Oh.
not Roger and Monica. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's on the show. She's
Oh,
a part of it.
oh, girl.
Oh, my
Gelvin!
God.
Hey, Gelvin!
Stop
you know
talking.
what show is this? The Mike Calta show. Why are you talking? Like that's what you're saying.
No, that didn't.
Yeah.
No, he's not a woman. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry,
of course
my
you
bad.
defend the women.
Okay.
I got to move this back a couple of seconds so we can enjoy the silence.
I need a little time.
Right, can you play that song again?
Sure. You mean this one?
Whoa. Why is Brett able to talk? That's what
I don't know.
He's the bad
Yeah,
one.
I don't
He's
know.
great.
Yeah.
He's great. He does this wonderful impression of this guy that I know.
Can you do the impression? Exactly. Well, look,
So JP walked off the show. I
Yeah,
think.
didn't come
I
back.
guess he was off the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, how early was this into the show?
I think fairly early. It was like 11.
When you heard this, because Gio, you said you heard it live, right?
Yeah, but I think it was like 11:30 maybe.
Should we try and call JP?
No.
Well, they're on the air, aren't they?
I don't want to talk about it.
We're playing 8 songs an hour.
Oh, sorry.
We talked to him for a half hour before Nights and What's That has to come on.
100% we should call.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please don't make me.
Why?
What?
I'm so
It's because you're a
awkward.
woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he's gonna start yelling at me.
Just text him. Don't actually speak to him over the
Okay.
phone.
I bet, honestly, I bet you JP won't come on the air, or he'll be like, I can't really get, because it sounds like it's pretty,
Just
Yeah,
text him.
pretty legit.
You okay, boo?
Well, did they? So, Gio, did they talk about this after he
No,
left?
I had to go. I only heard like
Okay.
towards the tail end. I didn't hear what.
It's
happened.
hard for me to listen to them because I used to listen a lot when we drove home, but I don't drive home anymore.
Yeah.
So-
Right.
And then I saw on social media that he didn't come back.
Yeah.
Carmen, I sent you JP's phone number.
You want me to try?
Why are you? What are you scared of JP for?
I'm not scared of JP.
Because he hates women who talk.
No.
Just FaceTime him with your shirt off.
Listen, I'm not scared of JP. It's just because we already know this is a sensitive issue or
Yeah.
just an aggravating issue.
Yeah,
And
so
now
that's what we do. We make it worse.
I know, and I'm the one who has to.
It's like your
start
first week on the show.
No, it's not. I always get bubble guts when you make me do this. I hate doing this.
I am the
literally hate doing
bravest
this.
phone call guy ever. There's nothing anyone could do to you on the phone. Like when people get nervous about making a phone call, I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
But I
used to
like
hear
JP. I don't want to make his blood heart
Hey.
raise or whatever. Blood pressure
dude,
raise.
nothing would be better than if he got so frustrated he had a heart attack live on the show. That'd be great for
Gosh,
us.
you are
Yeah.
an awful person.
I
Who's got
didn't
him on the
say
death
I
row?
wish it would happen. I'm saying it would. Anyway, I got a call the other day from a wrong number, but it put the guy's name on there. It said Mohammed Collins.
Oh.
And I went, oh, let me see what this is, because maybe it's not a prank phone call. So I said, hello, and I heard, boop, and I went, ah. And the guy goes, hello, blah, blah, blah. And I go, hey, is this Muhammad? And he goes, what? I go, is this Muhammad? Because that's his name. And he goes, this is Jesus Christ. And I go, oh, we've been waiting for you to come back. And he's like, I am Jesus Christ, Son of God. And I go, all right, well, I bet you really could do a lot for my car's warranty. And he stayed on the phone with me, and we were talking, and then he said words I can't say on the radio, and hung up on me. And I went, I don't know why he did that. We were having such a nice conversation.
Blew his cover.
Then I realized when I asked him if he was Muhammad, he's probably not Muhammad. He probably spoofed the Muhammad, and he thought I meant, are you Muhammad the Prophet? And that I was mocking him. You know what I mean? And I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was just
When
going
you
off
said
the
this
car.
is Jesus Christ, I would have gone, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, come on, Jesus.
By the way, Carmen,
Yeah.
I think we figured out what's going on here. Mike wants you to call, stir it up, get it going, because guess who has Monica on the death pool? He's going to get JP all riled up.
Nice try.
Yeah.
So
I'm
get
not
that phone.
calling.
Get that phone going.
I got. You want me to try calling him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. P. This is Carmen.
It's Poussoir.
Yeah.
Poussoir. Call him by his first name, Javier.
I will not.
Oh yes.
Javier Poussoir. Calling JP of the Roger and JP show, which airs 11 o'clock here after the Dizzy show.
Is Monica here right now?
Oh, doing traffic?
She's on the hall.
No, Joanne is doing traffic, so I don't know whether Monica's there.
Monica is here, but she's running the other station.
So what?
Oh.
We're the most important station.
This is how we vibe it.
They're very time-oriented, I guess.
What's happening?
They're very time oriented over there, though. Is what because I've talked.
Speaking of time oriented, call JP.
Yeah.
I did, and it went straight to voicemail.
Oh,
Jesus
he knows.
Christ.
He knows.
Try it again. She's over there getting all chatty.
Did you text him and give him a heads up? or
I
no?
did not.
Man.
I did not.
Maybe
Are you
if
gonna-
you text him.
Dude, are you going to text him? Hey, where'd Jay Monica? What are you
JP.
doing?
Oh,
It's ringing.
Oh.
oh my gosh.
The butterflies in my stomach.
For what?
Give him the right.
Maybe you should eat.
Hello,
something.
is this a lady? I'm not talking to you.
That would be the best ever.
We're in the middle of a rock block.
I just text JP and said, answer, goddammit.
I want to be like Roger.
They might be on air.
Oh, nobody's listening to that. Come on.
Oh my god.
If they love that station, they wouldn't be on this station. They love this station.
Maybe it won't be much longer. He said he was done.
Oh, yeah, maybe you take off today. Do you know their hotline number?
I do not.
I might. Hold on. Nothing. It's still ringing?
It rang all the way to voicemail. It rang all the way through. Did no answer, no
Well, now we
nothing.
call Roger and tell him to hand the phone to JP.
I mean, I can go check with Monica. She might have some time.
Monica.
I'd rather talk to her than that.
No, I want to talk to JP.
I know.
I'm looking to see if I got stupid Brett's phone number.
Gross.
I don't think I do.
Good.
Why would you?
Don't want to gunk up your phone.
Hey, Carmen.
Yes.
You know what Monica does have?
What?
Their hotline number.
You want me? Okay.
Damn right I do. Damn
You want-
right I do.
So don't ask Monica to come in here. Just get the hotline number.
I mean, she can come in there if she wants.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. What do you want?
Time.
Yeah. Let's do it all. Let's do it all.
Okay. So I'm gonna be away from the board. No cursing.
I have the request line if we can, because we can always call through the request line.
Hey, I'll call the request line.
What do you what should we request?
Hold on, I gotta figure out how do I do this.
Pink Floyd?
Hold on. Let me figure
Red
out.
Rider, Lunatic Fringe.
What's the request line?
It is 631.
Hold on. Take me a second here. It's hard to do on this thing. 631.
9. I just don't want everybody else to call.
Okay.
Right.
Oh no! God damn it! Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Somebody called in on my line. Hold on.
I want Dirty Deeds.
30,
Oh, that's a short song, though.
Oh,
We
yeah,
need
yeah.
time to talk.
9.
And it got a DeVita.
2 of those, Calvin?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it is 9,
Uh-huh.
2,
Uh-huh.
2, 2.
Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it works.
This thing sinks. Forget it. I don't know. I don't know how to dial it from here.
Well,
Sorry,
we
I
got Carmen
tried.
do it.
Yeah. Where is she?
I'll
Come on.
text her.
One room away.
Oh, yeah, she crossed the street.
I just looked at my thing. I literally wrote to him, answer the phone, goddammit.
Is he ghosting you?
I guess. Or I mean,
Wow.
look, he might be working. Who knows?
I mean,
I don't know what's going
It doesn't sound like it after that clip.
on. Mike Calta Show. Good morning. Hello.
Mike.
Lower your radio.
Mike.
Lower your radio. Lower your radio.
Mike.
All right. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's going on?
I was calling in to let you know I know what happened with JP
Okay.
yesterday. Him and Monica are always butting heads, but it's kind of like that one time you remember when you got into a fight with the big black guy and the woman kept punching you. You told him if she didn't quit, you were going to.
No, I don't know. What did you text me? Mike.
you got Carmen's
Oh,
mics off.
no, it's on.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on.
I've been talking, telling you
Sorry,
that I was here.
I lowered it because
Right.
I was making noise. But
so I was off.
yeah. Okay. What do you got?
So Monica is here.
Hi,
and
Monica. Well, now her mic's off.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, there you go.
I have like just about 10 minutes or so. I got
Monica, on behalf of men everywhere, we apologize for JP and his way he
Oh,
treated
well,
you.
Feel free to talk as much as you want.
Yeah.
I don't want to
That's not what they
offend,
told
and I
me.
don't want to make anybody mad. I'm not here to do that. I hope. I just hated the way it went down, and I feel bad that it.
Well, we're gonna fix it right now. Do you have the hotline for BAB?
I don't.
How do you not? How do you
I don't
communicate
have-
with them?
I don't have anything to do with that station. I usually text them, and they have their phones right there.
Have you spoken with JP since the show?
I have. I don't want to make this any worse, but I am just going to be honest here. I gave it a couple of segments just, for cooling off. And then I texted him a sincere apology because I really did not mean anything by it.
Did he leave the show and not come back, or did he just take a minute and stay on?
He was off for the rest of the show.
Oh.
And so I texted him an apology, and sincerely, I do mean that. I didn't mean anything. And then I haven't heard back from him since.
Well, I got to be honest with you. You didn't say anything
I've
that
said
was
worse.
that rough. Yeah.
I've said worse, right? I mean, that's what I felt like.
I kind of like. I yelled at that woman at the sports game for being loud. Now every time a woman cheers at a game, Galvin's like, "Oh, it's because you hate women sports fans."
Yeah.
It's a running joke. So
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, you guys are like brothers and sisters who constantly fighting but really like each other. Oh, somewhat we thought from until yesterday.
Me too. And JP and I talk off the air and stuff. So and we're absolutely cool with each other. So I feel comfortable enough to bust balls like that, and which we all bust all of each other's balls, right? That's just.
Do you think he was just having a bad day?
Yeah, I sincerely think, and I haven't heard anything different, but I believe he, he's got personal stuff going on, and I think that was a straw camel situation.
Like, does he have personal stuff going on? Like, I don't want to start busting his balls and calling him if he's got. We know for sure.
He says on air he's dealing with his dad's health stuff. He's got a sister that he says everything on air. So
he's stressed out.
Do you think any of the tension between you two is sexual?
Sexual, probably. Yeah. Why don't you guys just do it and get it over with?
Yeah, that's what me and Mike did.
Yeah.
We just did it, got it over with. Now everything's great.
Well, we do it once a week just to be safe. Hey, Monica,
Yeah.
If you had to put them in order of Roger, JP, and Brett, which one you would have sex with from least to most?
You can't. They're my brothers. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like asking you to rank sisters. It's weird.
Yeah. If I had 3 sisters, I'd be able to rank them, but I only have 1. So, who is the least?
Oh God. Are we doing this? I'd say the least would be Roger because he's like a dad, like
Right.
he's all fatherly and stuff. Although he would have that low voice in bed, he'd be like, "Dude, yeah."
But he's got like TV dad voice though. He's
Somebody's
like, hey.
thought about this before.
Yeah, that's true.
He'd also say 1025 The Bone before it. He'd be like 1025 The Bone. I'm about to put it.
I'm
right
almost
here.
finished.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
1025 The Bone. Pull my hair.
All right, so Roger.
I'm reversing the order right now because I think I would want him to say 1025 The Bone right before it happened.
1025. Here comes the bone.
Yeah, yeah. I would say, and I love Brett. I love Brett. I love him. But I don't know that I want to have sex with him.
Yeah, he looks like Gru from the Minions movie.
I think he's got a sexy bald head. It's just not my. It's just I don't know about all that. But so then
Brett looks like those old mad cartoons, Spy vs. Spy.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like, the white spy, right?
Yeah,
no,
I see it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Why are you gonna get the whole show mad at me?
Brett
no,
looks like he should have been in Beetlejuice's waiting room with the rest of them.
Why am I laughing?
Because you know it's funny.
I'm gonna have to go on at 11, and one of them is already mad at me. Now I'm gonna have the rest of them mad at me.
Yeah. Well, so you haven't reached out to him today at all?
No, I ended it by saying,
Well, I mean,
I
but
did, and
today-
I said I'm here if you need to talk, if you want to talk. I understand if you don't, and then I apologize. So
Wait, and so in the order, you didn't want to have sex with Roger or JP. So, or Brett. So JP would have to be at the top of the list.
I feel like he'd be filthy, which would I have zero desire to bang him, but if I did have to, I feel like he'd be really dirty, and I'm in with.
I feel like you guys are just pressing down the feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. I mean, no. I mean, I love and respect him and all of that. I just
doesn't sound like it.
Monica, this is Dirty JP. End quote.
Hey, Monica, what if we all do it and we all just talk like JP at the same time? No, you go over here and you go over here, and I'll take around the front side.
Give me that foot.
Yeah. All right, Monica.
Why is this sounding okay?
Let's pretend you're Joy Behar. We're all over here doing it to you.
Just gonna choke you a little bit.
Let me rub your little doggies.
So what do you think's going to happen today?
I am gonna get a hold of Roger and Brett before the show at least, and find out if we're cool. I'm hoping that they get a hold of me before that, but if not, then business as usual. We're professionals, right?
I'm on your side because JP kicked me off the radio that one time at the Liquid Lunch.
Yeah.
So I still
that's
hate him
right.
for that. And
All right,
so
that's
I'm on
enough,
your-
Calta.
Yeah. All right, we got to play our game now. Oh, really?
This guy
Okay.
needs to be on the air more.
All right, whatever you got. All right, well, Monica, thank you for your time. Are you vibing over there?
I am. And
This is how we vibe.
Yeah.
I think I heard that. I do.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, tell Ricky Smiley we said hi.
I will, because
Okay.
we're in
Yeah.
personal contact.
It's
We talk to each
another
other.
radio host you're going to drive away from the station.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all me. It is. It's all me. I get it. I apologize.
If Roger, JP, Brett, and Josh Allen were in a burning building, you can only
Ooh.
save one person.
Ooh.
Who are you saving?
Tight.
Josh Allen.
Oh.
Not even going to think about it. Yeah.
Of
that's
course
not
you would. And she loves the Bills. What do you want from me?
1025 The Bone. I'm burning.
All right, Monica. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
good show.
Monica
Bye.
never is afraid to come on the air.
Yeah.
Like she'll, controversy. She'll talk about anything.
JP, afraid to come on, I guess.
Yes, true.
Carmen does have their request line. If we can maybe try that if you want to.
I don't know. Now it's not. Now that we have Monica's side, we might as well go with her.
All right. First thing, Monica.
First one to come back to us is the winner.
All right.
Galvin, we have not even started news.
We have not.
So let's take a break. Let's
right.
get some commercials done, and then when we come back, we'll dive right into news.
We got Larry, too. We got to try and call Larry.
Oh, yeah, we got Larry. We got open letter. We got a lot of
Jesus.
things going on. All right. Can we try and call Larry next?
Yes.
Because he's expecting us. Okay. Larry is the guy who had sex with Barack Obama and smoked crack with him.
Mm-hmm.
Will he answer the phone?
Allegedly.
If we can get Larry on the phone easier than JP, what kind of world are we living in?
I think it should be Roger and Larry at that point.
Oh, I'd rather talk to Larry, to be honest with you. I'd rather have Larry on the show with Roger.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to Larry Sinclair. He's a gentleman who has had sexual relations and smoked crack with Barack Obama. We will talk to him next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening.
It's 8:01 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. A lot of things going on. We didn't even get to news yet. Somebody on Twitter said, can we please keep the Mike Calta Show on Monica Friesen alone? I love how much Monica's hated. I'm sure she loves it too. So, Gio, are you ready to talk to Larry Sinclair? He is the guy who says he had sex with Barack Obama, gay sex, while they were smoking crack. That Barack Obama gave him like $2,000 to go score crack for him. And he did this all on Tucker Carlson's show, which is on X now or whatever it's called. What's that?
He's giving me the JP.
Oh,
I just
hates Monica too.
Unquote. I just tried to call him during the break multiple times, and I'm not getting an answer.
You're going to tell me that a guy who is a crack smoker and is telling people in the world he had sex with the former president is not reliable?
I mean, I don't know.
He's about as reliable as your booking.
No, Joe, it's not,
Oh, I'm
it's not really
fired.
Gio's fault.
I know. I'm just kidding, Gio. I'm sorry.
I feel attacked right now.
Oh.
You gonna leave the show, JP?
I'm getting to the point now where I just don't want to do this anymore.
Well, because this guy was supposed to be on twice already, right? This is the third time now?
Yeah, and he emailed me at 5 a.m. with links to his GoFundMe and links to his book.
Click on his GoFundMe and see how much he's asking for and how much he has.
You can purchase his book.
I'm not gonna. Don't plug his book. If he's not going to be on the air, we're not going to plug his book.
Let me see here.
By the way, after today, if it doesn't happen today, he's not allowed back on the show anymore. But I would say that, to string us along like this. So the rumor is that he got paid $5,000 from Tucker Carlson to be on the show. We're not paying them anything. And we never have. We've lied to people before and said we'd pay you to be on the show and never paid them. But I'm not paying anybody to be a guest on the show, even this guy. Yeah. But I did want to put him on and talk to him and see if he was telling the truth or if he was a big faker or whatever.
Well, it's surprising because he's been saying that the media is, putting a lot of information out there that's not true. So I told him we're giving you the opportunity to clear that up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
His GoFundMe. What did you want to know about?
I want to know how much he's asking for and how much he's up to.
He wanted $13,000 for his medical expenses.
Okay.
And he's up to just over $5,000.
Is it possible that he fell down the stairs again?
I don't
this
know.
Morning. Do you want to try him one more time? Does Carmen have his number?
Yeah.
I tried him.
Nothing?
Nope.
Yeah,
no answer.
I tried a bunch.
Does he have a voicemail?
Yes, I left a message.
Leave it. Fire it up, Carmen. I'm going to leave a message.
Okay, hold on.
Because maybe he needs to hear from me. Because I know he was questioning whether or not we were taking this seriously. Right now,
I told him we were.
Yeah, but also right now, I am going to take it serious because I have no reason to believe he's not telling the truth. Now, if I talk to him and cross-examine him and find a couple of loopholes in the story, well, that may be different. But right now, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm looking at the donations on here. So anonymous $5, anonymous $25 from Stella, and then anonymous $1,550.
Shut up.
Yeah, who is that person?
Wow.
Who are you?
Somebody,
I would love
somebody
to know
who
who you
hates Barack Obama.
I guess,
some really
man.
rich guy who's hates the Democrats.
Crazy.
What's going on, Carmen?
It's ringing.
Oh.
There's a lot of rings. Okay, ready?
Yeah. I can't hear anything. Hi, Larry. This is Mike Calta from the Mike Calta Show in Tampa. We were scheduled to have you on the show for quite a few days this week, and heard they had an unfortunate incident with the stairs, and I hope that you're doing okay, but we really are very anxious to speak with you, and we noticed your GoFundMe is almost at the halfway point. You got a book out. You got some facts on Twitter that are being misconstrued, and we want to give you the opportunity to tell your side of the story and straighten some stuff out. So if you can wake up and contact Gio or call back into the studio, we'd be happy to talk to you today. Just wanted to reach out to you personally so you know where we're coming from. All right, Larry, have a good day. Thank you. There you go, Larry Sinclair. Now, if he doesn't come on, Gio, today is his last day. If he's like tomorrow, be like, no, not tomorrow, Larry. Tomorrow just passed you by, son.
I mean, Joe's right.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman, Larry,
Oh,
Obama.
God. Now when you put them all together, you realize you are the failure.
Is it weird to think that you are just like Joe? He can't do video.
What would you
guys
say
can't?
you do here?
Wow.
He gave you the reverse pap.
I have no defense.
Hey, Joe.
John Travolta hasn't been on this show.
No.
That's right. Should we make a Geo pin?
I mean, I don't see why we. Nah, I don't.
It
This
just
was
says-
a big.
I don't.
All it says is total fail.
You know what I say about this interview? Promises, 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 promises. He said that Larry would call, but he hasn't. Promises, 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 promises. Where is John Travolta? Not talking to Mike. Promises, promises.
You know what? The song's not as fun when it's directed to you.
Tell me about it.
Well, I apologize, everybody.
Well, I love you, Gio, even though you're a failure. I love you anyway.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm enjoying Joe's gloating now more
Yeah.
than anything.
Hey,
to get it all in, Joe, because tomorrow is going to be a different story.
Gio, how long is that mic cord? Why don't you see if it fits out on the porch?
This is,
Wow.
now you guys are just trying to hurt me.
Hey, Gio, if I can offer some advice.
You're
Take a
just-
break for a little while.
Just trying to hurt and cut me deep.
Wow. If you'd like to see the new Pat Pat pin, you can find it on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. I put it up there. It's karate like you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
They will be available soon. I'm not sure where in the next, maybe at the Gong Show next week,
Oh, yeah.
next Wednesday. I'm not really sure how before then if we're going to be anywhere. I mean, we'll be at the Gong Show. We'll be at the Monday Night Football tailgate, but I don't know that. I don't know what they're showing on TV, but half of whatever that is just fell out. Is that Morocco?
That's the earthquake, I think.
Yeah, these guys just walked to the edge of town, and it looked like it was like there should have been a pier there, and everything just fell into the ocean.
It's like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
Conspiracy Spanish and I were talking off the air about how the conspiracy now is the government can control earthquakes from underground. But why Morocco? What'd they do?
I forget there was some diplomats were there, and so it just everything. I can't remember. There is a reason why Morocco.
Okay, all right. Well, let's figure that out. Joe, get on the microphone really quick.
Maybe they thought Morocco sounded like maracas when you shake it. So they're like,
Yesterday, Joey, my son, and I we recorded our first rap song together. Right?
Yes, sir.
And it was me, you, and Highway.
Highway.
Highway Yondo, and you want to know my rap name? Big Daddy Big Belly.
oh, okay, all right.
Like it?
Who is Highway? Does he
Highway's
do
a real rapper.
Highway is
Oh, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
Who's making the beats?
Well, Highway's producer did make that beat,
Yeah.
but he just hopped on it.
Yeah, and I freestyle.
Oh, look,
No, but like, who's making the music?
Joey-
Is that
Joey
you do?
does,
yeah,
yeah.
like I mixed his like vocals. And
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Little
He makes my
auto-tune.
vocals. He pitched me up, pitched me down.
Yeah.
We do double tracking, the whole
Nice.
deal. Like he's pretty good at that stuff.
I like it.
Yeah. So he did Highway does the beginning, then Joey does his stuff, and then I come in, Big Daddy Big Belly. And how'd I do? All right.
No, it was good.
When do we get to hear
I
it?
would say when can we play that on the air? At least my part.
Oh, you can play your part whenever you want.
All right. Will you tonight download it and send it to me?
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'll play it on here. All right.
Yeah.
Yondo, Highway, and Big Daddy Big Belly.
Why do I feel like it's gonna be? Well, my name is Mike, and I'm here to say.
Pretty close.
I got a big belly.
That's basically it.
It's pretty. I wrote all the lyrics in about 40 seconds.
Oh.
And but I sing on it too.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh, you should have Amanda sing on it.
Oh,
she should do the
yeah.
track. She can actually sing.
Get you a good hook.
Well, I mean, look, I'm the rap star
Oh,
of the
okay.
family.
It's
That's
not the Partridge Family over here.
when I was done, I took my headphones. I looked up Joey. I go, "Are you going to be upset when I become a big superstar?"
Yeah. You're in the lab.
I did it live. I did an Instagram live yesterday while we were recording it, so you can hear a little bit of it on the Instagram live. But tomorrow I'll have the track.
Be honest.
Yeah.
In your head for a second, where you're like, I mean, we're joking, but like, this is really good.
I said to Joey, I go, to my knowledge, outside of Will Smith and Jaden Smith, has there been a father-son rap team?
Oh.
I mean, those two are they're like
Yeah.
commercial. Joey and I are underground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right? We're underground, right?
underground.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time where you looked at me and was like, my dad's never been cooler than this moment?
No, yeah, it was a good experience. I've never seen the rap side of you before.
Rap side.
And you never will. All right. Well, thank you. Until you get some hits, go to school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
See
real
you
quick,
later.
do you think your dad will go to Steve-O on Friday, or will you take one of your friends instead?
I say there's like 10% chance that he goes.
Oh.
You know what that's called? They're called promises. You want to hear the song? Here we go.
Promises, 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 promises. He says he'll go to Steve-O, but Joey will take his friend. Promises, 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 promises.
I'll be there for you till the very end. We're going. Listen to me. We watched football together on Monday. We hung out last night. We did a rap song together. We're going fishing on Sunday. We're going to Steve-O on Friday.
Yeah,
we're like
so
best friends
by
again.
the time Steve-O rolls around, he's gonna be like, "It's enough already."
Yeah.
I have other friends.
Listen, we're intermediate. Like Fridays with me, Saturdays with his friends, Sundays with me. Right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
All right, cool. Now go to school. goddammit.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Promises, 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 promises. I'll pay for your college tuition.
We should work that to the next rap hit.
What? Oh, Joe, start remixing promises, promises.
Yeah.
Get everybody in on it.
Let's
I
all
like
get in the lab with a pen and a pad.
Ooh, that should be your rap name, Optimistic Liar. Right?
Optimistic liar, aka nonchalant elephant, aka Big Daddy Big Belly.
Optimus Lie.
Optimus lie. Optimus lie. I like
Optimus Lies.
it. I like it. All right, good. All right, we jump from one thing to another, ladies and gentlemen. A brand new open letter from Galvin. Here we go.
And now, an open letter from Galvin. This is an open letter to politics. Dear politics, seriously, here's the thing. They say never discuss politics or religion. You know why? Because you're never going to get laid if you do. It's actually because you're never going to convince someone to see things your way. You can't tell someone there's no God. If they have faith, they're never going to believe you. Even if you think you have the greatest argument ever. It's just like if you're going to try and convince somebody that is not religious, that religion is real. You can tell them the most moving story about being on the beach with your blind baby and how a butterfly landed on its head and you saw God in that moment because your baby smiled. But the person that doesn't believe in religion is going to tell you that the butterfly landing on your baby's head was just because the butterfly was tired of flying and needed a spot to land. The fact that your baby's head was there and your baby is blind is completely inconsequential. The butterfly could have landed on a rock or a branch. It just so happened it landed on your blind baby's head. That's all. So with politics, it amazes me when people are so steadfast in their views. There are a lot of people that would never vote for a Democrat. And there's a lot of people that would never vote for a Republican because it's a different party from what they believe in. And I'm still amazed that people think that they're the ones that actually vote for a president and think that's how a president is elected. Like it doesn't happen in backroom deals years before you ever hear of this guy. And that just goes to show you that your vote doesn't matter. You're telling me in the history of politics that there hasn't been one woman that was smarter or better suited to be president than any 75-year-old white guy? Also, you're telling me that Bush, Trump, Biden, they were all the best choices out there? I will bet my skull and crossbones that they weren't. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to politics.
Thank you, Galvin.
Yeah.
I'll bet my skull and crossbones.
Mm-hmm. You know.
All right. Well, I'm trying to figure out now if we should just go right into news or if we should take a break. Let's just go right into news.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, late news with Galvin. Here we go.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, what was the podcast you're talking about? Not Sword and Scale, the other one, the new one.
Over My Dead Body.
Somebody was asking me. Okay, what do we have in news today, Galvin?
There's actually a few of those. I think this is like season 4, so yeah, you can listen to different ones. Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you are looking for shoes, I suggest Pelt Shoes. This is how we shoe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shoe is better than Pelts. What I did. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. And I'm saving you some money, folks. You go in there, you whisper my name, Galvin. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase. They have all the different styles and brands that you're looking for. So whether you need some casual shoes, you need some boots, you need some heels, ladies, you need some dress shoes, you want some Hey Dude, some Skechers, whatever. They have them all right there ready to go in stock, ready for you. Pelt Shoes, get them at Pelts. So we start out with some sad news. We kind of knew it was coming after over a week in the hospital. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Buffalo Bills player Mike Williams succumbed to his injuries early on Tuesday, dying at the age of 36 years old.
Man, that is sad. That is really sad.
That is sad.
46, 56, 76.
Well, I can tell you, Mike. Mike Calta picked him up in the death pool because he's a terrible person. So we subtract from 100 his age, 36. That gives you 64 points. Plus, He died in the listening area, which is an extra 50 points, giving you 114 points for him, bringing you up to 314 points, putting you in second place.
Ooh, behind you?
Gio is still
Gio
in first
with what?
place, 336 points.
Oh, man, Gio.
Yeah, so you're 22 points behind Gio, but you did jump in front of me. I am now in third place with 207 points. Spanish is in fourth with 73. Carmen is in fifth, right behind Spanish with 70 points. Pap has 56 points. And Tony Burton still has 0 points.
The white angel of life.
Yeah.
Nothing for him. Yeah.
Nothing going on for him. So, yeah, plenty of time left. And, I mean, it's tight. You're right up there.
I called my shot on Mongo McMichael, but I don't know if that's run out yet, or if not, it's got to be pretty close.
Let's
so
see.
I'd lose some points, right?
Called shot.
You lose 10 if it doesn't go through.
Right.
But
so
you can call it again, right?
Yes, you get 2 calls.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Oh, just 2 for the whole season?
Yeah.
Mm.
And you can't buy anymore.
All right.
By the way, are you sure that you put that in?
I did.
Okay.
Did you
there
just say it on air?
I'm sorry. Here it is. So Steve McMichael. So there's nothing next to it or anything. He is a Hall of Famer, but it doesn't say anything about.
Did you send an email?
It may be done, and maybe that was the situation. So I don't know what your points were before this.
Well, look, if it didn't go through, great. I'll call it now so that I have a. I'll get with Brohande and I'll say, hey.
Let me add up your points real quick and see whether there was 10 taken off. So you had 129 points from Iron Sheik. You just got 114 from Mike Williams. You had 39 from Tom Sizemore, and then you had 32 from Pat Cooper, which brings you to 314. So I don't know whether you're still in.
I don't believe that I emailed and called my shot. Am I supposed to do
email.
that?
Yeah, you just can't do it on
so
air.
you just did it.
I
out
did
loud,
in my
so-
own mind, I think.
Yeah, maybe. So because I thought we had talked about that. Yeah, check
He
and
said
see
it
if
on
you-
air. I remember that.
Check and see if you have the email or not. But that actually may help you out because
I
now
know.
if you want to call your shot.
So
you can
I'm
do it.
looking at my emails to Brohande.
Yeah.
And the last one I have there was when I removed Jerry Springer and Sinead O'Connor.
what about Smash Mouth? Didn't you try and get Smash Mouth?
Yeah, but I think somebody beat me to that, didn't they?
Yeah, but
somebody
did you
else?
email? Did you email or no?
No, I think I texted him and said, "Hey, before I do this, is somebody got him?" Yeah,
gotcha.
So
I mean, it doesn't say you have to email in the rules.
Well, clearly it's not been recognized by the.
Randy Allen would know.
Yeah, I think everything has to be emailed though to keep it time stamped and everything. You know what I mean? So we know you can look at the email and say, "Oh yeah, you took them on this day, so it's 30 days. It's been up, whatever." So if you didn't email, then no harm, no foul.
I was gonna say, anytime I've tried to like do a pickup, like an emergency pick or something like that, and I did it through text, Brohande has told me I had to email him.
Yeah, I email and then I text because I'm like,
Right.
I'll get the email in first just in case, because there has been, ones that popped up and they're like, nope, got it 2 minutes before you. And you're like,
Well, I've tried to text because like my email isn't working, I have bad service or whatever, and I just can't see the list. And he's like, nope, it doesn't count. You have to email.
yeah.
So.
All right, well, we'll find out what the situation is there. But right now, Mike Calta, you are in second place behind Gio, 22 points behind Gio. He has 336. You have 314. I have 207. So quite a jump there.
I sent a text to Brohande if he can call in. Maybe he could straighten that other stuff out. So
yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, honestly, I feel bad for the family of Mike Williams, his children, our friend Ian Beckles, his friend Heavy Lyrics, and all the guys that know him. I certainly was not wishing for him to die, but I did capitalize on the situation, propelling myself into second place.
Did you won last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, could be a back-to-back.
What are you laughing at, Gio?
I remember Joe was ahead, and he was spending the money.
Oh,
And for like weeks, he was dancing in my face.
was a great
He was like-
Christmas.
yeah, he was had the money spent already.
Yeah. I had to cancel Christmas last
This year, I want to cash on the barrelhead laid across, across the counter.
He was dancing.
Yep. Yes, I was.
And everybody just gloated in everybody's face.
Yep.
I'd like to remind everybody we are 1 week away from Mike Helton's birthday. So get your HTMLs ready to go.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yours, I already have your stuff. It's all at my house.
Go.
It's already there.
Do I have to go to your house?
No, I'll
Oh,
bring it
okay.
here. I'll bring it here. It's heavy. It's heavy, and it's 1, 2, 3 packages.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
3 different things.
Do I have to hire Dino to put anything together?
No.
Okay,
He should be all right. He should be all right.
I like it.
He'll be good. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un told Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday that he could count on his country's, quote, full and unconditional support for Russia's sacred fight to defend its security interests. In its apparent reference to the war in Ukraine, Kim said that North Korea would always stand with Russia on their anti-imperialist front.
I feel like California, Nevada, and Oregon can defeat North Korea.
I don't know, man.
North Korea?
Yeah. Well, I'm maybe before they were backed by China and Russia.
I want to point out Miramar is in California, where Top Gun is.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. I'm just saying, North Korea, yeah, backed by that. But if we had to, if we have to go, hey, North Korea, oh, you're on their side, okay, and just flatten it
Easily.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of backroom deals.
Oh, for sure.
That are unsaid going on.
Yeah, there's a huge war going on now for who's going to supply the world with the most energy moving forward. That's why a big part of why this is happening. We cut off the pipeline. Nobody else is getting any nuclear reactors
we
from
didn't
us.
do that.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. So, Kim Jong-un, there's something like same thing Yasser Arafat. Remember Yasser Arafat, what he looked like? Mm-hmm. He was so ugly, but he was adorable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yasser Arafat looked like the guy that kept Anakin Skywalker at the junkyard.
Yes.
Like
Watto,
yeah.
So, but it's like he's ugly, but you want to love him. You want to be like, hey. And then Kim Jong-un is trying so hard to be tough, but he's really just a little fat kid.
Like a baby.
Like a baby. So he thinks he's cool now. Imagine he got to come over here and enjoy America. Like, I feel like the right way to approach Kim Jong-un is, that stuff you like about Dennis Rodman? We got a whole country over. You've ever been to Vegas? Let's go to Vegas.
But you know what the
Once
problem
he comes over here, he's like, I love America.
You know what the problem is?
No.
Gio, tell him the problem.
That's not Kim Jong-un.
No.
That's a body double.
Yeah.
He was on his deathbed, and
Right?
I should have gotten the points.
Yeah.
Remember,
Prove it.
nobody saw him for months and months. And the sister, I
And
think.
he came out and he looked way better.
Yeah.
What is Kim Jong Balloon?
No, Kim Jong Clone.
Oh, Kim Jong Clone.
Yeah. So who knows?
That's
Who
not
knows?
him.
Is Bro Hyundai on the hotline, the commissioner of death?
He is.
You sure it's him and not Larry Sinclair?
It's not.
Bro Hyundai, how are you doing?
Doing good, guys. I caught the tail end of that. So what's the confusion?
So my question was, did I officially call my shot on Steve McMichael, or did I just say that on the air?
If you emailed me the called shot, then it's called. Did Randy have it on the webpage?
No, it doesn't look like
That's a
it.
called shot?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it,
Then
and I don't think.
It's not, because you would have had to email me to say that you called your shot, just like everything else. We do it through email, so we make sure we have a timestamp of when it happened. So you couldn't call your shot after a death.
I got it. So then we're good. I didn't call my shot. I could still call my shot now, but I won't. I'll think about it and I'll email you if necessary. But obviously, with the death of Mike Williams yesterday, it's an extreme shakeup in the death pool rankings, propelling me to second place just behind Gio.
As a Bucks fan, it was hard for me to be happy about that one.
Oh, I don't think anybody's happy.
Oh,
You
some
are.
people are.
Well, you would. You got points. What I'm saying is, I think it was more of, I was hoping he would pull through because it sounded like he was getting better a little bit from the reports I heard, and so I thought maybe you were pulling an Angel of Life, John Brennan kind of gimmick on it.
Right. That was my point. I'll pick him and hopefully he gets better. But
Why
it
were
didn't
you
work out that
dancing
way.
during the commercial?
Well, I was not dancing
I
for
couldn't
any
bring
reason.
myself to make that pick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I brought myself to make it, and I got it, and I got the point. So shut it.
Gio had trouble with Geno Smith, so I understand.
I had Spanish at it because I felt bad.
Yeah.
My conscience is just too much.
Mine's not, except I didn't make one local pick one time.
Yeah.
Because
should have.
No, I couldn't have. I couldn't have done that. 'Cause
I still can't believe you threw away Sinead O'Connor and Jerry Springer.
I mean, but seriously though, at the beginning of the year, those are two good picks. I can't believe I nailed them both, even though I didn't get any points for them. Sinead O'Connor would have really put me out there. All right, well, look, thank you for your continued service as the Commissioner of Death. And if anybody wants to follow along, you could just search 1025 Death Pool on the internets, and it'll come right up, and you'll see that I am now right behind Gio.
Yes, sir. You are, sir. In second place.
Thank you, bro Honda.
Commissioner.
You can also search
You're welcome, guys.
See you, buddy.
unsympathetic jerks, and it comes up as well.
Oh, that's not true. I'm a sympathetic jerk.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy will tell House Republicans today that beginning an impeachment inquiry against President Biden is, quote, the logical next step. The House GOP conference plans to hold a meeting on Thursday morning for key committee chairs to lay out their latest findings and the status of investigations into the Biden family. At the meeting...
Gio, let me ask you this, okay? Because you're always anti-Trump and all that, which is fine. But do you think if they impeach Biden, this is worse than anything Trump has ever done? Because you are talking about funneling money through his kid, through his organization, then giving money back to the Ukraine. I mean, basically, he just had
Other
money
politicians.
under other politicians. I mean, this is one of the most egregious violations I've ever seen, let alone by a sitting president.
Yeah.
Whereas
No.
Trump, they just brought him up on being arrogant charges.
I think they're all garbage, and I don't get into my guy did this. Well,
Yeah,
your guy
but
did this.
I'm
Because
not
I
saying
think-
this as
I think the entire system is corrupt, and this is now what we're stuck in. That whatever party is in power, the other party is just
It's
going
gonna
to
tear 'em down.
everything they do to impeach.
But you got to admit, and I don't. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you. I'm just saying the people who were after Trump and impeaching Trump and all that. This is, if this turns out to be true, I'm still giving it the benefit of the doubt. This is way worse than what Clinton did.
Yeah.
I
agree. I said I agree. It's garbage, but one does not absolve the other.
No,
in my opinion.
by any means.
It's not like
yeah.
because so many people look for like a victory for their side because they're saying, well, Trump was bad, but Biden was worse, and it's
But
and
the only
it's just
way to-
this nonstop circle of garbage.
It's never gonna end.
When the entire political system in this country is so corrupt that we're just stuck in this pile of garbage.
But I feel
that's
like
never ending.
I feel like yes, they're constantly going to be chasing each other.
It's
But I feel
ridiculous.
like when it comes down to who committed a crime and who did something that is a direct strike
Ticky-tack and
against
stuff?
what's that?
Well, I was going to say Trump was like
ticky-tack.
ticky-tack.
Yeah, but Trump was like, we can get him on this.
Yeah.
Biden is like, if this is true, this is God knows what else there is. The guy's been there for 12 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I read when I saw this stuff at first with the Ukraine and with Hunter and the money and the big guy and all that. I thought, okay, well, it seems to me he's got a bad kid, and the kid's trying to do some stuff based on his father's name. Doesn't necessarily mean he knew. But now, as more of the evidence comes in, it seems like he is a bad person. Like he is really.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you're gonna get Trump. He took a document home. A couple of things that you did to get mad at. But this guy is committing real crimes.
Like I said, though, but it goes back and forth. Like one side looks for the victory and making the other guy look worse. And
But
it's just
I don't
this
think that
unrelenting.
I
cycle.
don't think that one being in trouble it makes the other one look better. Like I don't think this makes Trump look better.
I think that's what people. Oh, this makes Trump look better because Biden's worse, or vice versa.
Do you realize we impeached Bill Clinton for getting
Yeah.
BJ?
Yeah,
and he
it's-
did nothing. That's a crime between him and his wife.
It's insane. Like the entire system is it's just garbage across the board, in my opinion.
What's crazy to me is that more people aren't talking about, if you like zoom out just one step, not only is Biden funneling money, but now they have actual proof and whistleblowers that his administration, the Department of Justice, the FBI, were all working together to get him elected.
They're all everybody's letting this happen. It's insane.
I don't know. Yesterday I finally reached my breaking point, much like JP. I said to my wife, I was like, I told you this earlier, but I was like, the wool's just been pulled over our eyes for years.
Yeah.
Like it's not just about politics and aliens and all that. We don't know. We have anything we believe is wrong.
Well, make sure you vote.
I feel like people look for the victory for their side so they can root for their team.
But
I feel like the entire system is corrupt in itself. It's across the board.
I feel like, and I think maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm naive. I think most people feel like this, but I don't have a team. My team is America.
I think then you're in the minority.
No, but
because
I
so
mean,
many people, like the politics have been so tribalized that it's just like I'm rooting for my team and I need to stick it to the conservatives.
See, I
need to
don't
stick
think
it to
I
the
ever felt that
liberals.
way. I felt like I'm rooting for America, and I think Donald Trump would have been, I'm talking about the last election, would have been the better guy for America. He lost. So I'm like, well, that stinks. Biden's our president, and that's how it's going to go for the next 4 years. Now, in 3.5 years, I could say, I don't think he did a very good job. I'd like to vote for another guy. but I'm never like, I hope he fails and brings the whole country down with him. It doesn't make sense.
The thing is, too, is whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, that is so far down on my list of things I care about.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm asking you, what's your favorite color? Do you like dogs? Do you have any brothers or sisters? You know what I mean? Like, what you are or what you identify as. If, like, somebody asked me, I'd be like, ugh, I don't want to talk to you.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
I think Biden is garbage and corrupt. I think Trump is garbage and corrupt. I think they're all just this. It's just this unrelenting system that's just going in circles.
You'll be happy to know that Kim Shady emailed me the other day. And she said some stuff's happening.
JFK Jr. coming back.
Literally, that's all she said. Some stuff is happening.
The political system's just a dumb dog chasing its tail.
You want? Sorry, Galvin.
So at the meeting, McCarthy is expected to say an impeachment inquiry is the logical next step for the Republican majority. An inquiry is the first step in the impeachment process where evidence is gathered for the articles or charges of the impeachment against an official.
Yeah, and you can't, you can get impeached and still stay in office. So we've learned that.
This next election, again, we got a douche or a turd sandwich to vote for.
So far.
Yeah.
No, you have plenty of other people you can vote for.
Well, I mean, that's what it's going to be.
Right, but I'm saying, who is it? You can't tell me that at this point, by November of next year, we're looking at a guy who's been indicted 6 times and a guy who has an impeachment inquiry, that those are going to be our 2 guys. Somebody has got to step up and say, this is ridiculous.
I don't see that happening.
The first person with some sort of credibility that steps up and says, this guy is being indicted, this guy's being impeached, we're morons if we vote for either one of them again.
Maybe when like the first actual votes happen, that'll change. But so far, everybody in the race is continuing to fall in the polls. If you believe the polls,
but everything can change so fast.
Yeah,
but if I'm assuming, I'm assuming it's those 2.
Everything's trending downwards.
Sure, yeah.
Can I just quote the great Tom Calta, who said, I like the Indian.
Yeah, Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
The crazy conspiracy theory is that right now these charges are all being brought up because the reality is all these politicians know that they all do what you're saying.
Yeah, they're all in
But the reality is right now is one of the few times in the world where there's actual mounting evidence that other countries are working together against us, using
100%.
energy weapons. You got the fires in Maui, all this weird stuff happening. The pandemic.
You're positive that's other countries?
Yeah, I think it's other countries, and the earthquake.
Not
also.
us.
I think we have that. I don't think we would do it to Hawaii. I think that if there is like an elite group that maybe they're all working together, but country-wise, one versus the other. Yeah, I think China and Russia are making big moves with BRICS. The Turkey has refused to join BRICS. They get hit with an earthquake. So Hawaii is right. They were building a defense base in Turkey that got wiped out by the earthquake. So
I feel like we're screwed, and there's no president that's going to be able to fix that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think there ever was.
I
don't think you think Joe Biden said bomb Turkey with our lasers, or is there a bigger government that said this is what we need
But
to do?
people get so hung up on that stuff. It's just bizarre, man. I think like across the board, they're all garbage.
It's wild. We live in the most exciting time ever, I think.
No.
Real quick, not to interrupt, but it looks like the prisoner that was escaped prisoner in Pennsylvania is in custody now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It only took him a month.
I know. That's wild. That's wild that it took him that long.
There's a lot of places to hide up there. There's a lot of places between Pennsylvania and New York. There's so much woods.
I know, but you got to be pretty good to stay away.
But I think he did have somebody helping him out. And the other thing, they said he had acquaintances that he tried to contact. And remember when that abortion bomber, he went and lived in the woods, and they couldn't find him in the woods, and they only got him when he came in to go get some food. Somebody spotted him. So you can hide. It's a pretty massive size, and a lot of times if you have the time to dig, you can dig a hole and hide in that hole right as they walk right over you. And meanwhile, they're a mile in the woods and they just walked over you. So if you know what you're doing, you can hide out there.
So they're going to have a press conference that's scheduled for 9:30 this morning to give the details on the capture of the prisoner. So interesting. Yeah, it is. You gotta as a law person, you gotta be like, I want to be the one to get
right.
By the way, how he got out is crazy. That's so insane.
I can't believe
no. What's even crazier, Galvin, is he's not the first person to do that.
Yeah. I know.
That was like they already knew they had a problem there. Put some more barbed wire in there or something.
So the Powerball jackpot has jumped to over $500 million after no winners emerged on Monday's drawing. Powerball jackpot is now at $550 million with cash value of $266 million. The next drawing will be held tomorrow, Wednesday, September 13th. So make sure you guys get your tickets, except for GM.
We're going to be rich.
I'm excited for you guys.
How about this? A parody account on Elon Musk's social network X was banned after predicting Aaron Rodgers would suffer a season-ending injury with eerie precision. It said, quote, Aaron Rodgers is going to tear his Achilles on a rain-drenched MetLife turf in 2.5 hours. That's from user at Daddy Zaslav. The account spoofing Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav wrote at 6:01 p.m. So it was 2 hours before the 8:15 p.m. kickoff on Monday Night Football. By 8:30, the 39-year-old Jets savior was carted off the field after going down with an ankle injury following the sack of the team's fourth offensive play. We have the tweet up on Bone TV there.
My problem with this is that it is very logical that an aging quarterback playing in a wet turf can say, or wet grass can say, anybody can say, yeah, I bet he goes down with Achilles.
Yeah, but to be that specific, Achilles and that stuff, whatever. Yeah,
it's a common injury.
Listen.
If he would have said, "Hey, Aaron Rodgers is going to go down with the same thing that DeMar Hamlin had with his heart," and that happened, we'd be like, "Oh my God, how'd this guy know? He did it."
Yes, I'm not saying that this guy is Nostradamus, but it's funny that he predicted 2 hours before.
He's no Simpsons, though.
This led me down a rabbit hole of the CIA unclassified documents because somebody linked. It's called, I'm sure you've heard Operation Mockingbird.
Yeah.
What the CIA used to do.
Bird.
Yeah. They describe predictive programming and its effects on people, and they had like a whole study, and then they go through years of stuff like this that we had no idea, like the September 23rd thing.
Right.
There's all these weird clues all throughout history since the 60s when it went into operation in the 50s. It's bananas.
I just read a thing the other day that they had scientific studies that showed if you want your kids to do well on tests, have them look at the letter A, like getting an A, whatever, before they take the test, and they do better on their test.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I saw Aaron Rodgers go up and hug Jake Paul before the game during warm-ups.
I blame Jake Paul.
And I blame Jake Paul, yeah.
I got to tell you, Jake Paul, I have so much confidence in him. Maybe he should play for the Jets. Everything else he does is great.
It's not like you hug Drake.
I do like Jake Paul a lot.
So does anybody ever get like really bad headaches, like migraine headaches, like
All the
really
time.
bad ones? Do
almost,
you really?
Almost every day.
Like where you're incapacitated, where you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't do anything? Well, TikTok claims you can cure a migraine by soaking your feet in hot water. And a doctor in Maryland actually backed it up. He says it dilates the blood vessels and relieves pressure by pulling blood away from your head. So next time you have a headache, soak your feet in hot water.
All right.
It'll draw the blood away from
So Peter North, the porn star, told me one time he'd taken too much Viagra and was at an orgy, and the next day they couldn't get the thing to go down. And that one of the guys they were with was a doctor, and he told him to do deep knee bends because that also draws the blood away from other extremities. So maybe deep knee bends in the bath is what you need to do for your headaches, and deep knee bends just for boners.
Talk about a panic, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
I'd be freaking
if
out.
I had Peter North's package and I couldn't get it, I'd have to duct tape it.
Oh, dude.
Right?
Yeah, you're not. I don't think you can drive with that.
No
thing.
way.
You know what I mean?
You literally could drive with that thing.
By the way, what happened to him?
I think he's got old.
Oh, he was still in great shape.
Was he?
Yeah.
Because he's got to be up in 60s now, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if he killed himself. Not that he did. If he ever would, he always seemed to me to be very unhappy. Like he felt like Boogie Nights was about him, even though it wasn't, and he felt like he was just like I think like most women in porn, he feels after it was done that he was used.
Yeah.
Also, now everybody's a porn star. Like
he was
still
a
in
star.
He was still in the era when there were
Yeah.
actual porn stars. Now with the internet, anybody can do whatever.
He was the Jackson Pollock of porn stars.
By the way, only 66 years old.
Yeah.
He is retired.
He's not doing well because in 2019 he was arrested twice on domestic abuse charges made against him by his wife.
He probably hit somebody in the face with it.
Stop decorating.
He couldn't get it up, and she was like, "Oh, now you can't get it up because you're not in porn anymore." And he beat her up. Terrible. I'm making that up. I don't know that that's true. I'm guessing. When you have a fast for one day, you start craving. I want to eat lentil soup now so bad.
You said lobster earlier. I want a lobster.
I think I want a lobster last night. I want lentil soup now. How weird is
Listen,
that?
on day 3, I just want like a stick of butter.
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
That's funny.
Well, today is 2 different days. It's National Hug Your Boss Day. Spanish.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
your boss, John
You're
Brennan.
my boss. No,
Nope.
you're my direct
Hug
superior.
him and tell him,
Oh.
say, you're my boss as you hug him around his waist. It is also National Peanut Day.
Well, you can't do that either because I ate all your peanuts yesterday.
That's all right.
Peanuts are good. Peanuts.
They're so good.
NSYNC reunited at the VMAs last night, but just to present an award, they didn't announce any new projects coming up, but we all
Well-
assume that that's probably going to happen.
So, did you see it?
No.
I watched it. I was watching it live. So, it was the most fake surprise thing ever. Everybody knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I thought the rumor was they were going to reunite there and then announce a tour. I thought they were going to close the show by performing, but they didn't. They just came out to give away an award to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was acting like she had no idea.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
can't
that.
believe I didn't just see you at rehearsal.
Yeah, like how did I know it was going to happen and Taylor Swift didn't?
By the
So-
way, all the people tweeting about last night, I go, you guys not listening to the show? I
Yeah,
told you it was
right?
going to happen.
So a couple of things. Joey Fatone, they all looked great, by the way. They were all in great shape. Justin Timberlake looks fantastic. Joey Fatone has a white beard, but that didn't look bad on him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
All right.
Chris Kirkpatrick, my favorite boy band member in the whole world, was there. He looked good. They all looked like they were in great shape, and they were ready to do this. And I think I don't know. I got to know Chris Kirkpatrick a little bit, and Joey Fatone's been on the show a bunch of times. I've never seen guys that are just like, we had the best life ever, and we're still happy. Everybody's always like, we had the best time, and now we're miserable, and everybody stole our money, and this guy was gay, and we're all mad at. They're just like, yeah, man, we had a great run. Justin took off. We're all good.
Made a ton of money.
We're all still friends,
Because-
and one day we'll do something together.
Right, because think of the comeback of them doing it and stuff, that they'll sell out so many different places, and you have to imagine Justin Timberlake, who's the most successful one out of them.
Yeah.
He gets to do like 4 of his songs with those guys
Right.
on the song with them. You know what I mean?
Joey Fatone was at the Bartolo Gala a couple of years ago, and the DJ was playing music, and then she played in sync music, and he got up there with the microphone, sang along with it, did the dances. The place went crazy.
He really does seem like he's cool.
Totally cool.
Yeah.
Chris Kirkpatrick is one of the funniest guys ever. Like, I keep trying to tell him, you need a podcast. And he thinks he won't do it because he thinks he has to talk crap about his friends or give away secrets. I'm like, you could just talk about pop culture stuff and it'd be good.
Yeah, just an
he's so
interesting
funny.
person. Yeah.
He's funny, and his wife's 10 times funnier. They should do it together. So I don't know. I just think that I'm happy for them because they've never been the kind of people that you talk to, and they're like, well, that. So you got Joey, you have Lance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Justin,
Howie.
you have Chris, and then the Apple. There's the other guy who had long hair last night.
JC.
JC. I got hiccups. That's his name.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy, but the rest of them were great. So.
Taylor Swift won most of the major awards at the VMAs, including Video of the Year and Song of the Year. And have you heard about Taylor Swift?
Who she's dating?
Oh,
who?
She's getting it put on her. Talk about Jason Pollock. Jackson Pollock. I mean, is Travis Kelce.
She's dating Travis Kelce.
Well, after Travis Kelce failed to connect with Taylor Swift at one of her shows,
He
this
said he
summer,
had a friend bracelet for her and everything.
They've reportedly started seeing each other. A source says that they've been quietly hanging out for weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what to believe though, because I'll see they are together, and then the next one says they're not together.
Yeah.
Listen,
So-
anytime it says they're not together,
Yeah.
they're together.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him on TV. Him and his brother did a podcast, and he said, I went to the show, and I had friendship bracelets for her, and they wouldn't even let me near her, blah, blah, blah. And it was funny. It was like, and then last night, the NSYNC guys gave her friendship bracelets when she came on stage.
It's got to be great when you're like Travis Kelce and you look at Taylor Swift, arguably the most famous woman on the planet
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
and you're like, you know what? I can get her.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, to think that you have a chance
I have a
with her.
chance. Yeah, I'm at least in the ballpark. I could probably get her.
Yeah,
That's
it's
got to be a
weird.
great feeling.
I have never. I mean, I'm realistic. I know I can get a girl and I can't get a girl, but I've never went into a situation where like I can't get her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And except famous people, like you can't even get near famous people, and if you did, how would you? You only have 5 seconds to make an impression. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
But if you're another famous person, you're on a different level. I heard Donnie Wahlberg's wife. What's her name? That chick I hate. That's on The Masked Singer.
McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy. Before she was with Donnie Wahlberg, Howard Stern asked her, "Can you ever date a regular working guy?" And she's like, "I don't know." And she's like, it's not because I need money and I have my own money, but I need to be on that same level. and he said, "What's the least you can make to date you?" And she's like, 250,000, because like they want to travel, they want to do, and having to go back and forth maybe to see her. Yeah, the same lifestyle, right? She doesn't have enough money to be like, "Don't worry, I'll pay for everything." And he has to have some money to be like, "I'll pay for myself." You know what I mean? And I thought that was actually pretty logical. It sounds snooty, but if you think about it, it's not. And the guy situation is different, though. Guys, at least I want to just pay for everything. So if I meet a girl and she's dirt poor, I'm like, "I got you. Don't worry about it." That's just a cool thing. But famous people go together with each other because they have a similar lifestyle.
Speaking of traveling and stuff, did you see April Macy the other day put up a video of her boxing?
Really throwing good punches from back here and all that.
Really surprised.
I even wrote, those are great punches on her thing. Yeah, she was in good. Like usually you see a girl boxing and she's doing the girl punches.
Yeah, doing it more for like cardio and stuff.
Right.
She looked like she was getting ready for a fight.
She was wailing. I was so proud of her. Good for her.
The National Book Foundation is dropping Drew Barrymore as the host of their upcoming award ceremony because she's taping her show during the writer's strike. Scab.
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn Spears is going to be doing Dancing with the Stars. The full cast will be revealed today of all the stars.
I saw a picture of her yesterday. You know what she looks like? Normal.
Yeah.
She looks like she aged normal, and she looks like she's got nothing in her face, and she just looks like an average girl her age.
Nice.
Was she spinning and looking into the camera all crazy? No.
Was she
Was
she an actress or she put out a song?
Yeah, she was on
the shows.
Miley
Zoe
Cyrus,
101.
wasn't she?
Yeah,
No.
but she did music too,
Did
right?
she?
Yeah.
She wasn't
was
on
on-
Hannah Montana? She wasn't the friend?
No, that
Oh.
was not her. She had her own show on Nickelodeon, not Disney, Nickelodeon, Zoe 101.
And then she got pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were like young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Oops.
she was young.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's see. Corey Harrison. Do you know who Corey Harrison is?
Not by name, no.
You do if you see him.
Yeah.
Joe, show the mugshot. He's a personality on the reality TV show Pawn Stars. He's accused of driving under the influence in Las Vegas last week. According to documents, Harrison, who's 40 years old, was pulled over on September 8th. He was returning from the airport in his Ford F-250 after filming Pawn Stars Do America series in Minnesota. The officer pulled him over and stuff, and he said that he got taken to jail because, I quote, suck at playing Simon Says, because you have to do the field sobriety test. Yeah.
I don't care for porn stars. I do like the show. I don't think those guys are stars. Like when they were like, "Hey, the porn star guys are
Pawn
star." The Pawn Star guys are going to be here. Great.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not driving 3 feet to go meet them. And I had nothing against them. I just don't care.
They've all been arrested. So that Chumley guy was arrested a bunch
Yeah,
of
doing
times.
meth
all
stuff.
kind of drugs and meth, and
I hated the old man.
he's dead.
Yeah, and he died, so that was me wishing that.
Oh
And
my
yeah, I
God.
don't. It's just weird. I have a pawn guy. His name was Joe Cacciatore. I don't need anybody else.
I always feel like the bald guy kind of looks like Dr. D.
The Rick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little
He
bit.
does. He does a little bit. He looked like if Dr. D didn't go to medical school.
Yes,
yeah.
A less
I got it.
successful Dr.
Right,
D.
right. He's Dr. Duh.
Organizers for the Rise Up concert series announced plans to stage at least 9 concerts starting next month with headlining sets from different people. So November 4th, you have the Revivalists. I don't know who they are. November 10th, you have Quinn, XC11, whatever.
I guarantee John Senni knows every one of these
Yeah.
bands.
November 11th, Iration.
Where is
I've
this?
heard of
Unfortunate. This is going to be over in St. Pete. They're putting this on. Let's see. On November 26th, the Hip Abduction. I've heard of them. I don't know who. LAUV, Love, or whatever. Cave Town, G-Eazy. December 15th, you know who it is, though.
You skip over G-Eazy.
Yeah,
though.
geez, good.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know you guys were such big fans. You talk about it all the time. Oh, you're wearing your G-Eazy shirt right now?
I always.
December 15th. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Ludacris.
What?
Is gonna be
I would
there.
go see
we
that.
call him Luda.
Yeah.
By the way, which means my wife is going to be there.
Oh,
she
dude.
loves Luda. And then January 20th, Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness.
Fisher will be there for that.
Enough of that band already. Jesus.
Well, there you go.
What is that all for? Just concert
It's the
series?
people that put on Rise Up. The organizers for Rise Up concert series plan to stage at least 9 concerts starting next month.
Good. More music to the area, the better. Don't forget, we got a lot of good things happening here. December 18th at the Orpheum is our friend Rob Dukes and his band Generation Kill.
Yes.
Then we have in November the Carnival of Combat where we had Luis Gomez and Jason Ellison here talking about that. We have some stuff planned for November that we haven't told everybody about yet, which we're going to do. Some of it's rescheduled from the hurricane.
October over at the Sound, Sammy Hagar in the Circle.
Sammy Hagar, you got Aerosmith supposedly still going to do their show here in October. So this is a very strong, mid to end of the year. And I have two things. One I didn't even tell you about yet. The one that I told you I pitched, which I think will be good. And then one more thing that I forgot that I talked about. On a side note, not related at all. Don't even try to put two and two together because it's not related. But I just want to say that one time where I was on the boat and I threw the bottle in the water, I'm sorry for that. Sorry. I'll never do that again.
Gotcha. All right. Speaking of music, I have some new music for you guys.
Good.
I don't think you guys are going to be able to get this.
All right.
I'm just letting you know right now.
Is it G-Eazy?
It is somebody you know. It is somebody you know, but has not had anything out for quite some time. Okay, but they had popular songs.
All right.
But you just haven't heard from them for a while. Carmen, go ahead and play it.
This is Nina with 101 Luft balloons. I'll get it.
This new music on the Mike Calta Show. Here we go.
The Go-Go.
Now. No. Think the 80s.
Is it the Stranglers?
No.
And now everything's aching, and occasionally breaking. I can't see at my window.
Carmen, turn it down for a second. So this is their first new music since 2016, but really they were popular in the 80s.
Is this the same type of music they did before?
This seems a little bit harder rock.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was a little bit more kind of, not new wave, but a little, I don't know.
All right, let me hear it again. Let me hear a little more.
Joy Division. No.
Flock of Seagulls.
No, but you guys are in the area.
Boomtown Rats.
No. It's a song called Long in the Tooth by Modern English.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I like this. This song's like, I got old.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's not bad.
It's not like an old man singing it.
It's not bad.
No.
There
It's
you
not
go.
gonna be a
Modern
hit,
English.
but
Yeah, that's
you'll never hear it again.
their upcoming album 1, 2, 3, 4.
Melt With You, right? It was
Right.
their
Yes.
only song.
Yeah, that was the break.
Right? They didn't have any other song. What's that, Joe? He's like,
No, I think they did have one other one. Look and see.
Modern English.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Great song.
Yeah.
Melt With You, Melt With You, Melt With You. Top 3 songs.
I love it. Yep.
This is Someone Something. Let me hear this.
Oh yeah, I know this song. Yeah, if you go to the chorus.
I don't think I've ever heard this. But anyway, I one thing I find out now, I listen to the New Wave channel every once in a while, and I love all the music, and I remember it from when I was younger, and I never, when I was younger, you asked me what I liked, I would have told you I liked the Beastie Boys, and that's it, and Bon Jovi. But I really did like a lot of the New Wave bands. I just never really realized what I was listening to.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, Modern English. Somebody's hungry and needs to eat. Write some more songs.
Finally, in news, we play Google Feud here on the show, and it's a lot of who is or how to or when was and all that type of stuff. Well, Google says how-to searches are more popular than ever, except for during the pandemic when we were asking everything, how to bake bread, how to find toilet paper, all that kind of stuff. They released a big report on the top how-to searches in the U.S. so far this year. I have the highlights of the different ones.
Can I tell you my most recent one?
Sure.
I bought a foot massager from Touch of Modern. Where you stick your feet in the hole, and it massages and heats your feet. My feet have been achy lately.
Stick anything else in that hole?
It's too big of a hole.
No.
by the way, my feet don't actually fit all the way in the hole, which is sad. But it came with a power cord, and I had to Google how to turn it on. I can't find the power button anywhere on the thing. Yeah, so there's a Google for everything. You can figure out if you've never changed your oil, and you need to change the oil for a 1984 green Corolla. They'll have somebody on there showing you how to change your oil. It's amazing, and also the best tool that we've ever had. I mean, kids are so much smarter. Because like my daughter, she was like, "Can you buy me this?" And I go, "What is it?" And she's like, "It's a bracelet making kit." And I went, "Oh, now I got to make bracelets." Never. She watched videos on how to make them and how to tie the knots and do all that stuff.
So can I tell you the greatest thing that they've done with those videos is you see videos and they're like 12 minutes long, and you're like, "How is this 12 minutes long?" It's because I'm Bill, and I was born in 1948. It's like, get to the oil
Don't bore
change.
us. Get to the
so
chorus.
now you know what they have is whenever you pull it up, it starts right at when they tell you where the oil change is.
Yeah, or you can just click on it. Yeah, they bookmark it so you can go through it. I don't need to know about Bill.
It's like, come on, Bill, you're killing me.
Like sometimes I would want to look at the interior tour of a Hummer or something, and hi, I'm out here at Skyview Hummer in North Dakota where we got 22. And I'm like, come on. Go to it.
Advance.
Yeah.
So the top how-to searches overall are, let's see, how to draw, how to pronounce things, how to tie a tie, which, by the way, I saw a way to tie a tie the other day that is the most amazing, easiest way on your arm, 2 loops, and I'll show you if we have a tie. I was like, that's so easy.
Yeah.
How to screenshot something and how to get a passport.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want to get a passport and you don't have somebody that you can ask, how do I do that? It's great to be able to have a source for that.
Yeah. But they also have the tricky where we can get it for you online.
Yeah, you got to be careful about that.
Because I got scammed the one time on getting new license plates, the registration for my car.
Did you get a letter about that? No. So I got scammed on the license plate thing years ago, and I realized I got scammed and I lost like $90. And then I got an email a year later that said that I would be part of a lawsuit, a class action suit against this company. Yeah.
No, I talked to those people and I go, listen, you got me. You got me. I didn't realize that I spent an extra $100 instead of what I normally would have paid at the DMV and stuff. I said, so just send them and get it over with. The states that are asking the most how-to questions are West Virginia, Utah, Kentucky,
how to brush your teeth,
how to bang your sister. In Oklahoma, the top how to help questions, how to help anxiety, how to help people, how to help constipation.
How about this? How to get away with murder.
Don't Google that.
No. I do that at pizza. Every time I go to Pizza House, I get on this computer and I'm like,
not
how
cool.
to kill your wife.
Not cool,
how
man.
to import heroin. I put all these things on his Google search thing.
Top how to be better, how to be a man, how to be happy, how to be yourself, and
how to be a video guy,
how to be a player.
Oh.
No. He can't find good. He asked Jeeves.
I want to be a life coach for that. I should be Honest Mike. You know, people do Ask Jeeves, do Ask Honest Mike. Because I'll tell you, like I talk to my brother and I go, hey, Comedy Circus, give me the goods and the bads. Because my brother would be like, this was good, this was good, this done. You need to have an honest opinion. I'd like to be that guy for other people. Does this look good? No, you look really fat. I'll just tell you the truth. This is my hair. No, your hair looks good brown. Don't change it.
It's good advice / border of just being mean to people.
No, but sometimes people need to hear the truth. You know
one of the top how to make
bread. I would assume
sourdough bread.
Yeah.
How to make bread is in there. How to make coffee. How to make eggs. How to make rice. Number 1. How to make money.
Yeah.
You say, Mike Calta, how to make whoopee.
Oh.
How to make detergent?
Yeah. No, it's on there.
How to make a heavy metal bath.
The top how to fix questions. How to fix a zipper. How to fix Wi-Fi. How to fix an ingrown toenail.
How to fix your cat.
How to fix a relationship.
Oh.
Yeah, that's hard.
Different cat.
Can't do that.
And then speaking of relationships, they also look for searches like that. How to be in a relationship, how to fix a relationship, how to build a relationship, how to end a relationship, and how to leave a relationship. I got to get out. I got to get out of here. And that's it. So a lot of how to.
Much better how to leave a relationship than how to kill your partner.
Yeah.
I started to think about that the other day. I always joke about pushing my wife off a cliff and all that. It's easier just to leave, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's so amazing to me.
You can get her to go hiking and do that first.
That people, murder somebody and do something, and then you go, oh, well, they had a, $3 million insurance policy. When did they take it out? 2 days before the murder. Oh, well, who took it out? His wife, who was banging this guy, and then
it's coincidence.
They had back in the day, they had a guy, I forgot his name. I wish I could give him the credit. I can't remember his name. He had a
Frank.
It might have been Steve, where he would put a phone number out there and he would just take people's phone calls and record them, and so they had I think it was terrorizing the telemarketers, and a lady called rather, and she wanted to sell him insurance, so he bought the insurance for his wife, and he's like, if she dies, how long till I get the money? And she's like, it's pretty immediate. He goes, is it enough to buy a jet ski? And she's like, well, it would be this amount. He goes, so if she died tomorrow, and the lady ends up getting the police on the line, like thinks, it's pretty funny.
Tom Mabe.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Tom Mabe used to do that, but terrorizing the telemarketers was Jim Florentine.
Oh, okay.
But he did that as well.
Mabe was the one I was talking about.
One of the best ones ever was when the telemarketer called, and he answered and said he was the whatever sergeant so-and-so and this and that, and the guy goes, oh, well, I was trying to get a hold of Will, and he goes, yeah, you called a crime scene, there's been a murder here, I need your name. And the guy goes, I'm just calling, and he goes, listen to me, I need your name and I need your address, and the guy gave the address of the business, whatever, and he goes, if I was gonna write you a letter, where do I say, and yelling at the guy. And the guy was so nervous. He goes, I never even met him. I was just calling to see if he wanted air conditioner or something. In the
90s, when you can get away with a lot more, I was doing prank phone calls, recording them one time off the air, and I called this lawyer referral service, and they were like, lawyer referral, and I was like, yeah, if you shoot somebody and they're in your house, do you drag them outside or do you drag them all the way in the house? And she's like, what do you mean? I go, like, if he died with half in and half out, should I drag him in or should I drag him out? And she's like, are you talking about right now? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, you shot somebody. I go, well, if they did, and he was half in the house, and I go, do I pull him in or to pull him out? I don't remember what they used to say. And she goes, can you hold on for a second? I go, yeah. And when she came back, I could hear on the other line, like the police, she called 911. I was like, oh, I hung up. I got scared. I was like, no.
That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you. I want to remind everybody this Saturday, the Q Hit the Road Tour is headed to Shark Coast Tactical on Saturday the 16th. The gang from Q and Reptilia will be in the store and getting loose with the giveaways. I love that. Every time I'm there, I always see people leave with cool stuff. Q are the makers of the Honey Badger rifle and the Trash Panda suppressor, and I have a suppressor now, and it's so much more fun to shoot. Even taken to the range, it's quieter, it's fun to do. If you don't have one, Shark Coast can get you hooked up. So get there on Saturday, September 16th. As usual, they have tons of prizes, killer giveaways, and Q will be there on site. The shop is open, Slinging Freedom 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and open online 24/7. You can find them at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. You can find them on social media, and make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta show. And I will be back out there on the 16th of next month, I believe, as we have Sharkoween, or Glockoween. Sorry, Glockoween, I think they call it. I'm looking forward to it. So check out Shark Coast Tactical and Q this weekend. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Calvin, can we play Whose Tweet Is It? We have not done that in a little while.
Let's do it.
And we'll give some stuff away. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 Le Bone.
It's the Mike Calta.
Something real depressing just happened to me. I put my headphones on, and I felt the top of my headphones against my bare skull in the back of the. I mean, I know it's there, but I don't want to see it or feel it.
One
a big
of
bald
us.
spot. Yeah. That hurts. Welcome back to the Mike Calta Show. It is 9:20. Let me tell you about my friend Jeff Borum and Team Borum. You want a whole team working for you when you're looking to sell your home for a lot of reasons. One, you usually want to do it quick. You want to get the most money, and you want to use knowledgeable people who know the area, who actually live here in Florida, and they're able to help you out efficiently and take all the stress out of the selling. That's what Jeff and his team at Team Borum do for you. You can find them online at teamborum.com. That's BORHAM, Team Borum. And if you're looking to sell your home or you're looking to buy a home, Jeff can help you on either end. If you want to get the most money out of your home, they do marketing that gets it in front of the most eyes, gets people interested, and the next thing you know, you got a bidding war and you're getting the most money. If you're looking to sell your home and you got to sell it quick, say you've already bought another home and now you got to sell this one quick, well, they specialize in that. And that can be very stressful, but the stress shouldn't fall on you. Let Jeff and his team at eXp Realty do that for you. And if you want to get an accurate price of what your home is worth, go to Team Borum right now. Team Borum, Borham. And right there, the orange banner on the top, you can put your address in for free, get an estimate of what your home is worth, a realistic estimate, also a high and a low, and a cash offer for your home. You'll only find that at teamborum.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. I like Jeff. Jeff and I seem to vacation at the same time. We were on the same cruise together. We're in Vegas at the same time together.
Maybe
I'm like,
take
Jeff,
a little trip together.
I was just saying, we just planned the next one. Where are we going next? All right, we got some stuff to give away. We're going to do that here in a second. Two things I want to point out. One is I put one of the most disgusting videos I've ever seen up on our Instagram story yesterday. Did you guys see this?
I did, because it came up sensitive material, and you have to click to see it.
It is a doctor who had to remove they call it the largest cucumber ever removed from a body. And they show him move the intestines, because they had to go through the stomach, move the intestines, reach in, and pull out a giant cucumber that was inserted through the rectum. Yeah, damn near killed him. That's on there. The picture of the Pap pin, the new pin, is available, and it only has 29 likes, and that makes me very sad. That is at the Mike Calta Show on Instagram.
I'm not surprised.
Well, you know, it's early, Gio. The other thing that I thought we'd have a news, Galvin, I don't know if you saw this. U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert was kicked out of Beetlejuice, the play.
Oh,
did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
She is a weirdo, but she's kind of attractive. And she went to go see the Beetlejuice musical, the touring Broadway musical that was in Colorado. And she got kicked out for causing a disturbance. They said they went over and they gave her a warning, and they told her that she's being loud, and they caught her recording and vaping while they were in there, and laughing and talking, causing a disturbance.
Yeah.
And they said that she was going to have to go. And then they eventually escorted her out and kicked her out of the thing, and she dropped the "Do you know who I am?" And they were like, "We don't care who you are, Beetlejuice, get out." And they kicked her out. And then later on, she got on Twitter and she said, "It's true, I did thoroughly enjoy the amazing Beetlejuice at the theater, and I pled guilty to laughing and singing too loud. Everyone should go see it if you get a chance, blah, blah, blah." So she turned to try to do a positive, but they say that she 5 minutes after the show, she resumed going back to whatever she was doing before, right after the show started, after the intermission. And there was another complaint, and they finally had to go over there and tell them to get the hell out of there. And she did drop the "Do you know who I am?" which always bugs the hell out of me. But there's even video of them escorting her out of the place. It's hilarious.
Great. Chucking vape clouds in the show.
In the show, right?
Idiot.
I know. Is that always weed, or is that?
No, it could be e-cig.
Oh, they're in Colorado either way.
Yeah.
I would like to see the Beetlejuice and Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Put that up after we go to Oktoberfest. Yeah.
I've heard like mixed things about the Back to the Future. Some
Yeah,
people
me
hated
too.
it. Some people thought it was
I
great.
heard it's pretty awful, but I'll still check it out anyway. I went to go see that stupid Spider-Man one that was terrible too. So,
Yeah.
all right, we got stuff to give away. Let's do that right now with a round of Whose Tweet Is It Anyway? Here we go.
Let the tweeting begin! It's time to play Whose Tweet Is It Anyway? On the Mike Calta Show.
I have been more active on Twitter, or X as the kids call it these days, but I don't really read other people's tweets. So
really?
That's why I'm having a hard time. I'm judging these based on people's personalities. If there's one that says, "I hate Monica," I'm pretty sure I know who that is.
No, you don't know.
Oh, true.
Could be a lot of people. All right, I'm going to read a tweet from somebody who is on the bone, on-air staff. You guys try and figure it out. First one to get to 3 is going to win a prize for somebody on the phone lines there. Your first one has Tom Brady, a picture of Tom Brady in a New York Jets uniform, and it says, "Well, ...
Done.
Mike Heltz is done.
Done.
Gio's done.
Done.
Spanish and Carmen are done. Mike, you finished first, so I will ask you, whose tweet is that?
I posted that picture after I saw Gio posted that picture, but I believe this one belongs to one Michael J. Orangutan Olivero.
You say Mike Olivero. By the way, did anybody see the orangutan throw the possum?
No.
It was in a zoo in Oklahoma or something, and he was up top there, and I guess the possum was up there, and he just took it and just went, and you just hear it on the video, everyone go, goes flying through there. You say Mike Olivero.
I do.
Gio, who say you?
That is Johnny B.
You say it's Johnny B. Carmen, what do you think?
I said Johnny B.
You say Johnny B. And Spanish?
Took a shot in the dark. I said Monica.
You said Monica. All right. Well, I can
she
tell you.
hates Brady.
Yeah.
She'd never let that on her
She
timeline.
wouldn't post it.
One of you got it right. Mike Calta gets a point. That was Mike Olivero. Very nice. Throwing possums everywhere. Let's see. Your next tweet is going to be this one. Has a picture of deodorant, and it says, "Why, yes. Yes, that was me you saw sticking this up my shirt in my car in the parking lot. What of it?" And then it has a winking face with the tongue out.
Done.
Done.
It's not Carmen.
Mike's done. No. Mike's done. Spanish done. Carmen's done.
I'm done.
And Gio's done. Spanish? Whose tweet is that?
I went with Carmen.
That's Carmen putting deodorant on out in the parking lot. Carmen, what say you?
I don't wear deodorant. That's Monica.
That's Monica. Gio, who do you got?
That's why JP left the show. Monica.
Oh. That can be. Maybe that's it. You kind of stink over there. Mike
all the way to Long Island. She does not wear deodorant. That is Monica.
Oh, she does not wear deodorant.
Carmen does not wear deodorant. I say Monica.
Oh, you say Monica. Okay. That was Monica. So Carmen, Gio, and Mike Calta get a point. Mike has 2. Carmen and Gio both have 1.
Told you, I'm coming out
Spanish,
swinging today.
0 points so far. Your next one has a picture of a, I don't know what this is. Like it's a big
Penis.
billboard maybe or something, whatever. And it's The Last of Us. And the tweet is the best house this year.
Done.
Oh, Gio apparently knows.
Done. For the win.
One more time.
It's a big like billboard thing, and it's The Last of Us. It has like a print on there, and it says the best house this year.
I agree. It was pretty good.
Done.
Gio's done. Mike's done.
Done.
Spanish is done. Carmen, you done?
No, but I can be. I'll be done.
You got to lock it in before.
I'm done.
All right. I'm going to start with Carmen. Whose tweet is that?
I had no idea. I put Mo. It seems stupid.
Understandable. Mike Calta, who you got?
It does seem stupid, Carmen. That's why I think it was Gio.
You say Gio?
He's the only one I know that went to the Halloween Horror Nights already.
Oh, so that's what that's from.
That is true. I did go last.
Spanish, who you got?
I said Kuntz. I was in doubt.
Say Will
Kuntzed it
Kuntz.
out.
Gio, who knew what it was, who you got?
I did go to Halloween Horror Nights, but I put Corey Cardinal.
You said it's Corey
Who
Cardinal.
also, I believe, went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, I believe you're correct, because that tweet is from Corey Cardinal.
Damn it.
Gio gets a point, ties it up. Gio has 2, Mike has 2, Carmen has 1, Spanish, no points. No points. I will tell you that this tweet is from it was actually from Sunday. So I'm going to let you know that it was from Sunday. And the tweet is, anything going on today? That's the tweet. From Sunday. Anything going on today?
Done.
Gio's done.
Done.
Mike's done.
Done.
Carmen's done.
Done.
Spanish is done. Spanish, you have 0 points. You're awful. Try and get some on the board. Who you got?
Stupid tweet, stupid Mo.
You said it's Mo. All right. Carmen, you have 1. You could tie up with these guys if you get this right. Who you have?
I was in doubt. I Will Kuntz it out.
Will Kuntz it out. Gio, you could win it all right here. Who do you think it is?
That's Will.
You said it's Will. And Mike Calta, you could win it. FTW right here. Who you got?
For the win. That's Johnny Maloney sack.
You said it's Johnny B.
Yeah.
One of you just won the game.
Yes.
Thank you. You're welcome. Mike Calta won the game. That was Johnny B.
Winner.
Very nice. Very nice.
Football tweet, get it?
Yep.
I gotta be honest with you. It's hard to get Johnny B tweets because almost all of them are hashtag Go Bucks, hashtag Go Rays.
Or food or football or sports. Yeah.
Another round?
Please.
All right, here we go. Your next tweet,
I won that one too easily.
Your next tweet has a picture of a water heater, and it said, "I am the man." ... And then in parentheses, installed by, and then this person's name. So I'm not going to tell you the name.
Done.
Water heater installed by.
Done.
I'm the man. Mike's done. Carmen's done. Gio's done.
Done.
Spanish, who used to be so good at this game, seems to be struggling today.
Very much so.
All right, Mike Calta, you won last game. I'm going to start with you. Whose tweet is that?
I said that was the only man who's manly enough to install his water heater because he can't afford to have a professional do it. That is Mo.
You said it's Mo. Spanish, who you got?
I said that was Olivero.
You said Olivero. All right. Gio?
I think he is trying to show that he got the hookup. Someone else did this water heater. That is Mo.
You said it's Mo. He got it out of somebody else's house.
Yeah.
They were throwing it away.
Yep.
Carmen, who do you think it is?
I agree with Gio. That was Mo.
Nobody got a point. That was Spike. Spike off the mic.
Same thing.
That doesn't work.
What was the
that way.
name? He's trying to plug the person who did it, right?
No, installed by. I said it was the person that tweeted.
Installed by Spike.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah. Yeah, no point on that one. No point, no point. All right, your next tweet says, I'm blue. Sad face. It's got a little sad
Blue
face
who?
emoji. It just says, I'm blue. I'm blue, and then it has a sad face emoji.
Whoever did this is the biggest.
Done.
Carmen's done.
Done.
Gio's done.
I gotta tell you.
Yes.
Oh my God. Why are you so mad?
Mike is letting his anger take over his.
Nobody on this show did it.
No way.
Right. So then, no, there's no way. Then on the next show, it wouldn't be Roger. It wouldn't be JP. It
You're
wouldn't
saying
be
this
Brett.
is a bad tweet. You're saying.
It's a horrible tweet.
Terrible.
Maybe it's Monica.
Embarrassing.
Drew would probably do it, but I don't think he did it either.
Bottom of the barrel.
John would never do it. And then nobody on Mosh.
Take your time.
All right, I'm done.
Gio, I'll start with you. Whose tweet is that?
I think he's referring to the lightning. That is Mike O.
Oh, I'm blue.
Blue, as in color blue.
It's still on a sad face, though. Too,
Oh,
so.
yeah.
All right, Spanish, who you got?
I said that was Spike.
You
off
said
the mic.
Spike.
Yeah.
He's blue.
Very sad all the time.
Carmen, what do you think?
I said that's Monica. Emojica.
You said it's Monica.
Damn it.
Somebody did something there. And Mike Calta very angry about
Because
it.
Blue Buffalo?
The Bills lost.
Oh.
Damn it.
I said Drew because it rhymed with blue.
Drew and Blue. One of you got it right.
Yay.
Yeah.
That was Carmen.
Oh.
That was Monica. She's blue because the Bills are blue and they lost and the blue.
Erroneous.
All the blue and the blue stuff. Somebody got blown. This next one has a headline from the New York Post. It says, Florida father accused of killing son 16 with power tool. And then the tweet from this person says, this is what happens when you don't hold the flashlight right. Whose tweet is that?
Done.
Another bad tweet.
Carmen's done. Mike's angry.
Done.
Gio's done.
Done.
Spanish is done.
Done.
Mike's done. Mike Calta, whose tweet is that?
I take a shot in the docks. Johnny Ballsack.
You said Johnny B. Spanish, who you got?
I went with Stupid Tweet, Stupid Mo.
So that's Mo. Carmen, what do you think?
I was in doubt. I will coonst it out.
You will coonst it out. Gio, who you got?
That is Spike on the mic.
You said Spike on the mic. Carmen now has 2 points. Nobody else has a point on the board yet.
Who was it?
Loser.
That was Will Koontz.
Oh.
And Cooncy.
How you like that?
Flashlight tweet.
Dude, I'm watching this video of Lauren Boebert getting kicked out of the theater.
Yeah.
She's got great breasts.
Yeah.
She is really
Two
sexy.
of them. Two of them.
She's nice.
Her body is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, your next tweet. If I'm rubbing my eye and you're telling me some S, just know I'm not listening to a goddamn thing you are saying. And then it has the shrugging shoulders
Done.
emoji.
Done.
Mike's done.
One more
Spanish
time?
is done. If I'm rubbing my eye and you're telling me, if I'm rubbing my eye and you're trying to tell me some S, just know I'm not listening to a goddamn thing you are saying. And then it has the shrugging shoulders emoji. Carmen's done. Everybody done?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will start with Spanish.
That is Dizzy.
So that's Dizzy.
Yeah.
All right. Gio, who you got?
100% dizzy.
You said it's Dizzy. You are calling it. If you don't get this right, you're out of the game.
Call my shot, 3 points.
All right.
Mike Calta, who do you think it is?
Well, I feel bad that I didn't pick Dizzy, but I went Spike.
You said that's Spike.
Yeah.
And Carmen, you could win it all right here. FTW, who you got?
I also said Spike.
So 2 for Dizzy, 2 for Spike. Carmen, you did not win the game. Gio and Spanish both got a point.
Damn it!
That was Dizzy. That
Who's the
was
loser
Dizzy.
now?
Well,
Me.
Still you.
Still you.
Sorry, Michael. Yeah, you're right, Carmen.
Still you. This next one has a picture of Mitch McConnell where he's doing his locked up face, doing that. And it says, me, when at Spike the Mic points out he graduated from college.
Done.
Done.
Mike is done. Carmen's done.
Done.
Spanish is done.
Oh, man. All right.
Gio's done? Yes. All right. Mike Kelta, you went from hero to 0. You have 0 points right now. Let's get some on the board. Who you got?
You back-to-back Dizzy us.
Back-to-back with the Dizzy. Gio, what do you think?
That's a double dizzle.
Double dizzle on the shizzle. Spanish?
I concur. Dizzle, dizzle.
Again, Dizzy. And Carmen, you can win it all right here.
Dizzle squared.
You say dizzle. I say nozzle.
Oh.
That was Mo. That was Mo.
Yeah.
You had 2 options. I mean,
Sure.
No. You didn't get
That's
that
a
one.
funny tweet.
You didn't get that one. Yeah, that's why it
And
threw
I
you off
agree.
that it was Mo's.
Yeah. It made me laugh, which instantly Mo's removed.
Right. This has a picture of all of us up on stage, and it says, that's a wrap on a hashtag sold out, hashtag Celtic Comedy Circus. Whose tweet is that?
Done.
Mike Kelta's done.
Done.
Spanish is done.
Done.
Gio's done.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Has a picture of all of us up on stage, and it said, okay. Mike Kelta, who you got?
For the win, that is Mike
This
Olivero.
would be 1 point if you get it right. You say Mike O.
Yeah.
All right, Gio, who do you think it is?
Host of the Mike O radio show, Mike O.
You say that's Mike O. Spanish, what do you think?
I also went Michael Olivero.
Interesting. All right, Carmen, you put her away right here. 3rd time's the charm. FTW, who you got?
I also said Micah.
Let me see the paper.
Everybody said Dizzy last time. They all got it wrong. Everybody said Mike O this time. Everybody got it right. Carmen wins the game.
All right, I'll take a split.
Very
Split.
nice.
Carmen, what line are you playing for?
I'll play for 4.
I will play for 7.
All right.
All right. Carmen will get you guys. Please stay on hold. We got stuff to give away. We will do that now.
Larry Sinclair's on the phone now.
Oh.
No?
No.
Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll do the open line of rewind in the morning. Anything else we have planned for tomorrow?
Martin
Gramatica will be here to do football picks.
Author Martin Gramatica.
That's right. Talk about his new book coming out, which they're going to have at the Buccaneer Shop on the 25th on the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah, nice.
What about Ian? Do we have an Ian on this week?
Monday,
Or is he
we did
here on
Monday,
Monday?
yeah.
Sorry, Ian, I get confused. But we do need to get his football picks.
Okay.
Maybe if we can call him when we do the picks.
Do you want me to ask him if he can come in as well? Or?
No. Just we'll call him when we do the football picks. Check us out on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show, especially if you want to see the new Pap pin. It's up there.
Check it out, ladies.
What else, man? I had something else to tell you to look up, and I can't remember. Good show today. Everything was an hour late, but it all worked out perfectly. The after show with Dizzy is up next, followed by a very, very dramatic Roger and JP.
Oh.
JP did contact me back. He said, sorry, I didn't see this, but I didn't respond. Let's just let him hash it out. I don't want to be the middleman in this. Thank you to Monica, though, for explaining her side of the story. I'm now with her. I stand with her. I believe her.
Believe all Monicas.
Mm-hmm. Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow morning.
Sorry.
What happened?
I turned my mic off because I sneezed.
Oh, God bless you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.